This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Flash, and only the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, Sammy.
Yup! What's up with y'all, man? Happy Monday, happy hour, all that flyness. Hopefully everything is good with you. Everything is great with me. The weather is beautiful. I'm rested. Handled a little bit of things that I needed to get off of my mind. So I feel good. And I have Kay in the building with me today.
Hi, I'm here.
Looking all fancy and stuff.
Fancy and stuff.
You got a white blazer, a shimmery top. What's going on?
Oh, I went to work.
Oh, you go to work now?
Yeah, I go to work now.
Wow.
I know.
That's awesome, yo.
I know.
I love that for you.
Thanks.
Great.
Do we though? Do we love that for me?
Yeah, we love that you go to work now.
Okay. All right.
No, Kay's one of the hardest workers. We know that. So how you feel today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm decent, man.
What you looking at?
I took another glance at the topics, trying to figure out a direction to start in after we did our banter.
Oh.
You know, that type of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but cause like I said in the pregame, the list is random AF.
Yes, very.
Random AF.
Very.
So that's what's going on. But we do have to talk about quite a few good things today. And like I said, I believe Cash is on the way. I just texted him to confirm.
I hope so, because he's going to be better at half of these topics than me.
Oh, man, don't count yourself out, girl. You in there.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, so let's start with March Madness, though.
All right. Let's do it.
You want to do standings or you want to do emotion? Like, how you want to do?
Let's start with how you feel overall about what you've been watching.
I feel like men's March Madness has been super exciting. I've had a great time watching damn near every game that I've watched. And like I say all the time, I never really get to watch entire games, only a few of them. But I always catch parts of it, and usually middle to the end or something like that. And it's just like the electricity still stands even without the familiar names. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people was concerned, like, well, I know more of the women than I know the men. These teams is hooping. Like, it's rocking in there. People are sacrificing themselves. Like, it's real in there just to, get to the next level. So I've enjoyed men's March Madness more than I thought that I would this year.
Okay.
Because I wasn't really excited about it. Women's, though. I think every name and every team that was supposed to do their thing has held up to the hype.
Yeah.
All of them. I mean, LSU just lost, and that was sad to watch, but that was kind of their fault.
Yeah.
Like, to lose by, 6, and to make as many mistakes as they made throughout that entire game. Mm-hmm. It's like, they could have won that easily. And Flau'jae went nuts, but I think she should have been aggressive earlier. So, overall, I'm having a great time watching both sides of the matches when it comes down to it. When I see March Madness, I don't look to see if it says women or men's. I click it. And hopefully it's not a blowout. But then sometimes it be a blowout. You go somewhere else for 10 minutes, you come back, that thing tight. Like, yo, this is real. Like, it's something about March and the energy, yo. Just something about it. It never dies. The collegiate system is pretty tight when it comes to March Madness, yo. But go ahead. What you think?
No, I mean, I agree. I think, to be honest, I haven't been watching very many men's games. Mm-hmm. But the few that I have seen or have, caught glimpses of, they've been great. They've been better than I anticipated, better than the analysts anticipated. It's been good basketball, so I agree with you there. The women's tournament has been lit. There have been there are just so many good teams this year.
Storylines all over the place.
Exactly. That, like, any game that's on, there's a player you recognize, someone is balling, and it's a good game. Like, there haven't been many blowouts at all on the women's side. So that's been very entertaining, in my opinion. But yeah,
Let's get to the standings.
let's. So, where are we at?
Elite Eight.
Yep. No, we're at the Final Four for men's, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the Elite Eight were the most recent games. They were all played this past weekend for the men's.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Final Four is locked in as Florida, Auburn, who play this Saturday, and Houston versus Duke,
Wow.
which plays also on Saturday.
Both of those games is going to be crazy.
The other interesting thing is all four of those teams were ranked number one
Yep.
coming into the tournament. So to get 4 first-seeded teams is crazy. Like, that's very unheard of for March Madness.
Yeah, even with the upsets, they ain't do that shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yo.
Yep.
That's why I knew they was all number one when you said it. I'm like, that's crazy. Wow. But that's what I'm saying. It hasn't disappointed because, like you say, there have been some blowouts. But these teams have had tight games.
Yeah.
Auburn, yeah, it was shaky. Florida had a game that was shaky. No, I love it. I love it. Final Four is going to be stupid.
Am I reading this right?
I'm listening.
So I was just checking in on the women's standings, and Google is telling me that it's the end of the first quarter in the TCU Texas game, and it's 0-0. I don't believe that.
Wow.
So can somebody please check and see if that's actually correct? Noah, I see you just tuned in. What's up?
Yo, Noah.
Do me a favor and check if that's correct, because I don't believe that.
Haley Van Lith is Texas TCU.
Yeah.
And Texas Tech, what's the girl on 18 name?
Not Texas Tech, Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah.
What's the girl on 18?
I forget.
Yeah. All right. Haley Van Lith, Lil Kobe. Ain't nobody scoring. I don't buy that. That's weird.
I don't buy that.
That's very weird.
That's got to be a mistake. But oh no, so they just fixed it. It's the start of the first quarter.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All
right, so that game is underway, and like I said, for the women's, we are at the Elite Eight level. So you have TCU Texas currently happening.
Mm-hmm.
Duke versus South Carolina was yesterday, and South Carolina won.
Mm-hmm.
LSU versus UCLA was yesterday, and UCLA won.
Both good games.
Both great games. And also tonight is UConn USC, which is going to be lit. That's the game I'm looking forward to the most, and I will be watching.
Paige versus Win for Juju.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You seen the little Juju doll on the sideline?
I did.
And then you seen her posting, and the funny thing after the game, the coach was talking about she was on FaceTime with Juju, and Juju was smiling, and her daughter looked at the FaceTime and said, "Oh, she's not hurt anymore."
Oh my God.
She said she's still hurt. She's just in a good mood. She's happy right now.
Right.
But that's so funny because as a kid, hurt means sad.
Yeah.
So that was funny. I said that was cute. But shout out to them. I told you, they tough without Juju. Juju is just a different animal. But they tough without it. They got a chance against UConn.
Yeah, and so to update you guys on the brackets, Sam is definitely winning on the men's side by like 20 points now.
Oh, yeah. Hold up. I didn't know that.
Oh, no, maybe not 20. It was 10. 10 points.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but you had like, I think we both had the same amount of points remaining. So we'll see, but I'm pretty sure that you got that one locked in. On the women's side, I'm actually doing pretty damn well. I have more points than what you have on the men's side. And and almost all of my Final Four is still in.
Nice.
So that's helpful.
Nice. I think that's easier to do on the women's side, the way it shook out. I think I would have messed up when LSU lost.
I mean, I don't know. You would think on the men's side it would have been easier since they're all number 1 seeds. Just don't pick the upset.
But nobody picks all the number ones. And usually one of the number ones is a team that you hate.
Right.
Like Duke.
Well, I still have Duke. I still have Duke as my pick for the men's, and I have UConn for the women. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's crazy how early the UConn men went out, though. That was sad.
Yeah. I mean, but that's kind of the case. Is historically UConn men is not that great, and Duke's women are not that great.
But for the last couple of years, the culture,
Duke's women have been better.
The culture of UConn basketball for the men has been on an upswing.
Yeah, same with Duke women's.
Yeah, so you would have thought that they would have at least made it to the 16.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm having a great time, man. March is my favorite time of year, literally. Like, just because it's nonstop basketball at a high level. And the interesting thing about it is it went from a good WNBA season to Unrivaled and All-Star, and as soon as Unrivaled was over, we was in March Madness.
Yep.
It's like, man.
And then from here we go straight into
WNBA
into the
WNBA draft. Yep.
And then the season.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
So it's like I've been fulfilled to a level like, you know how you can't I can't catch everything, and I don't really want to watch everything, but when I do have time to watch something, there's always something decent on.
Right.
At nighttime for hoops. I've been loving it. And I've actually watched more ball than I expected this year already.
That's what's up.
I've been on it.
Let me get into.
I've been staying in the house and going to work, stuff like that.
Let me get into these comments.
Let's do it, Noah.
So Noah said he is also winning on the women's side. He has UConn winning the whole thing as well. Shout out to that. And then he also said he's getting a rematch for the rap battle.
Nice. So what happened?
I was gonna say, what happened that you need a rematch?
Why are you getting a rematch?
But
yeah,
he'll fill us in, I'm sure. But shout out to Noah. Appreciate having you here.
Yep.
Well, we talked about March Madness. Where do you want to go next?
Let's talk about Kai.
All right. Kai buys a house.
You want to spark him or what?
Sure, I'll spark it.
Go ahead.
All right, so Kai Cenat, who we talk about all the time on here, one of the biggest streamers, full stop, period. Anyway, he has been cultivating some talent that he, folks that he's seen on Twitch or on other streaming platforms, that he's enjoyed their content and has decided to kind of reach out and start to feature them more. So some of these folks are familiar names, like Ray, who he met over in Taiwan, he met him in Japan.
Yeah, but he was from
But
Taiwan.
he's from Taiwan.
Yeah.
So Ray's been a part of the channel for a while now. And Rakai, who we've recently been introduced to, Tylil, Punga, starts with a D.
Dez, and my man
Reggie,
yeah.
Yep.
Girl, he funny.
Yep. So the 6 of them are all up and coming streaming stars that Kai has featured on his channel before, and he recently decided and announced that he has purchased a house for the 6 of them to live in and make content from. So, yeah, it's dope to watch Kai kind of take that next step and become Like, I kind of liken it to music where, you know, you're a successful artist and then you start your own label and you start to, like, bring people under your label. And I feel like that's what Kai's doing here. So to see him kind of elevate his game to the next level is amazing to watch. And I also think that the personalities that he chose, one, they're great. They're stars on their own. But then to, like, see some of the chemistry that they have together, it's going to be lit in this house. I am definitely going to be tuned in. I follow most of them on Twitch as it is. So I'm very excited to see all of this unfold. But what do you think, Sam?
I think it's fire, and I think
Shout out Vito in the chat.
Yo Vito, when Kai met Ray, he had an idea that he kept playing with, but he couldn't really bring into fruition. Where he was traveling around the world and around the country, and he kept trying to find people to be Avengers. Remember he kept saying that? And it wasn't really working. Like he meet somebody cool, but they wasn't Ray, or you know what I mean? And I think he went organic and got his homies, you know, Ty Lil Punga and them. And then Rakai is like Kai Jr. And I remember the introduction to him was like Kai meets his son. You know, Ray is just organically and naturally, he just had the energy when he met Kai, and we saw that in real time. So it's like, I do think that it's a perfect pairing of people to put in the house together, but I also think that, like, Kai has these ideas, and he wants to do them, but he doesn't give up on them. He just restructures them. You see what I'm saying? And he figures out a way to do it, and I think it's awesome to see him in a position where you can say, yo, I'm putting the 6 of y'all, 8 of y'all, however many of y'all in this house together, and it's a mansion, and y'all all gonna be able to run y'all plays and make y'all money. He just changed a bunch of people's lives, potentially. Everybody he called, life changed.
Yeah.
You know how many people followed their Twitch stream once when that video went up of him FaceTiming them? That probably seen them on the 24-hour stream, the 30-day stream before. But now it's like, oh, they about to be with da-da-da-da-da, and it's about to, oh, that's going to be crazy.
Right.
Like, that's a movie now.
Oh, yeah.
That's a movie. Even the way they bought the trailer they dropped before Ray came back to the country was crazy.
Yep.
And he was here the next day. Like, the very next day. What do you think about that? You see, he admitted that the military wasn't the thing. It was all about his visa. So, I think the idea or the situation was for him to go dark until he could come back over. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think that that's reasonable. Like, I never necessarily thought that it was just, oh, I need to go serve in the military. Because I travel internationally and I know how that works. Like, you can't just stay somewhere without going back and coming back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had a feeling that that was the case. And then once you know that you're going to be here for an extended period of time and you need to get a different type of visa, then you need to have a bunch of different paperwork in order. So that all makes sense. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that at all.
He said he was bored.
I'm sure he was.
He said, all I was doing was playing PlayStation all fucking day. He said, if you was playing 2K with me, and he said his 2K name by accident. He said, that was really me. I was playing all day. I'm like, that gotta be burning him out, because I'm sure that he had some kind of income or whatever coming into it, but he couldn't engage enough, and then you got this newfound motion, and you're back home, and you're not in the country where you can run around even if you're off camera and have fun and shop the way you want and stuff like that, you know? Because he kind of got accustomed to doing hood shit and going shopping.
Right.
In a real way. So, no, shout out to Kai. I think that he's a great example of how you do things and how you care for your people and make sure your people are good. And he gives us that. He showed us when he bought his mama house, right?
Yeah.
For his brothers and his twin sister and all of that. Like, I think that it's just beautiful to see. I feel like it parallels the Cool Kick story in a lot of ways, where, like, you get to see him go from one store or two stores to closing the one store and getting a bigger store and then getting a prominent store, you know? And you get to be a part of all of that, but you're seeing somebody that is operating at a high level, but humbly showing you their journey. and the steps that they're making and how they're bettering other people's lives. I think it's very dope to see. I think that's probably why I be so tapped into both of them, because you get to really see that. Sometimes it's not even that entertaining on the cool kick side. Sometimes I don't give a fuck about who they got in there or whatever, but he usually says something that's decent, or put somebody on or something.
So, Cash is in the chat. He said, "Yo, fam, see you soon."
Fuck out of here.
Right. Noah said that he lost. He won the first round, then lost, then last round. I think he means then he lost the other rounds.
Noah, man.
So he's challenging Dez tonight to a rematch.
Oh, that's what you saying. All right. Well, I mean, you know what? If you figured out where you went wrong or what you could do better, and he won, so it's at his discretion to whether he wants to grant you a rematch or not.
Right.
But I like you getting out there. You got to get up there to figure it out.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like,
you got to work out, baby.
Yeah, I feel like writing is one thing, but when you go to actually perform for the first time is when you realize, like,
It's like being funny and doing stand-up.
Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Like, you kind of got to fuck up your first time. I don't know. That's how I think, at least.
But you know what? If the other guy won and you're honest about him winning, first of all, that's fire.
Yeah.
But that means he took you serious.
That's true.
Because I don't want to assume that you were horrible. I'm assuming that you did well and he did better. So that means he took you serious, and that's honorable, and that means that might need to keep going.
Yeah.
Might need to keep going. I think that when you look at the brighter side of it, you know how many... I talked to Cash recently, and he'll be in here soon, about, his last battle, and some of the things he was saying was like, yeah, he had moments, but who was he talking to? So it's always nice that somebody takes you serious and they give you that energy, and that might be the one ass whooping that teaches you how to whoop ass.
Noah said, "I'm getting help from Uncle Ray." And then potential threats is in there. They said family.
Yeah, what's
What
happening,
up?
man? How's everybody? Love y'all. Proud of y'all.
That part.
Yeah, that's fire.
Well, before
You know.
what?
Before he get here, we got to get into the last sports topic.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We got 2 more sports topics. Let me get this one out the way.
Nah, do your thing.
All right, so baseball season has officially started. That's the cue. Hit the button. Thank you. I know I'm the only one in here who cares about baseball season.
I mean, it's only 9 months out the year. Go ahead.
But it is back, which means that Philadelphia fans officially have something to root for again, because we damn well gave up on the Sixers months ago. Anyway.
Been hoping the Sixers give up.
Yeah. Well, they have.
They keep trying to win, and it's weird.
No, they've given up. I mean, they've won 3 games in the last 2 months.
All right.
That's given up.
All right.
Anyway. Yeah, so the Phillies had their home opener today. I did not check the score recently, but let me do that quick. But overall, this could be another good year for the Phillies. I don't know that it'll be like last year, but we did win today 6-1.
Nice.
So shout out to the Phillies.
Home opener score. I like that.
Yep, that's a good way to start the season, and I hope it's a good one.
I know they was lit out there too. It was a nice day out today.
Oh my
80
God, yeah,
degrees.
you know it was lit.
You know the tailgate started at dawn.
Well, it was like a matinee game, so
Yeah.
it's like that 4:00 game.
Yeah.
Those are the best games.
Oh, I know they had a ball
Those are the
out
best
there,
games.
yo. That's crazy. Yo, what do you, when you said we online to have a good season, but you don't know if it'll be like last season, what changed?
What changed?
Yeah, did y'all lose any players?
Yeah.
What's the difference? What's the thing that makes it like, well, we wouldn't be improving upon?
So, for starters, it's still very early, so a lot can still change.
Well,
Let me start there.
9-month season shit. Yeah, go ahead.
But some of the folks some of the people are still the same. Like, we still have Brandon Marsh, for example. But now, instead of just being a DH, he's starting in the field for us as well.
Right.
Which kind of shows, like, all right, we have some holes that we're filling with people who are already there. And not only that, but, like, you know, as with any sports, once you have a good season, everybody wants to renegotiate their contract, and you can't necessarily hold on to everybody. So I'm trying to get the lineup so I can tell you exactly who's different. And of course, it's just showing me the injury list.
I didn't mean to make it super difficult, but that just intrigued me, piqued my interest when you said that. Like, hold up, why not as good as last year? I would think, you know. But I also haven't been paying attention to off-season moves or whatever have you with baseball at all.
So as far as pitchers go, we still have Zach Wheeler. We still have Aaron Nola. We still have Jose Alvarado, who's our closer. So those names stayed the same. Like I said, we still have Ranger Suarez, but he's on the IL right now. And there's no guarantee that he's going to stay with us. And we have Matt Strom too. He's a good pitcher for us as well. Yeah. So pitching wise, we're fine. Catchers, we still have Real Minuto, so we're good there. Our backup catcher is different this year, so he's a young buck. Rafael Marchand, I am not super familiar with him, but he's a backup, so it's not that big of a deal. Infielders, so we have Trey Turner, who can be kind of iffy at times. So it remains to be seen if he's going to step up this year and play how he needs to play to stay up with us. We still have Bryson Stott, so he's coming back. Edmundo Sosa's coming back. Bryce Harper's coming back. Cody Clemens and Alec Bohm. So most of our infield stayed the same. Our outfield, we have Nick Castellanos. He's still with us. Brandon Marsh, who I already mentioned. But then that leaves another outfield hole. So we have Max Kepler and Johan Rojas. Rojas was with us last year too, I believe. Yep. So, and then we have Kyle Schwarber still. So most of the folks are still the same. It's just another year older. You lost some of their backup folks, and yeah, there's not necessarily like new blood or like new excitement, new energy to like bring a different perspective to this team.
Keep having a hype up Harper.
Yeah.
Because the fans love Harper.
Yeah, and Harper's great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the same players that folks are used to rooting for. So the fans should be happy, but I just don't necessarily think that they're going to be as successful as they were last year, which, fair to say.
I get it. I do want to go to a baseball game sooner than later because I want to go before it's 90 degrees.
Yeah, I have tickets to 2.
So I'll figure out when I'm. Oh, okay, all right. So I don't think that included me, but I'll figure it out.
No, but I'll let you know which, and then you can come with if you'd like.
Yeah. So
So let me catch you up on the chat here.
Let's do it.
So Potential Threat said, "We miss y'all. Thank y'all so much for everything. The love is felt. 5 players on varsity made Roman varsity.
Nice.
Shout out to that.
Nice.
And then they said the Sixers gave up.
He talking about his son made Roman varsity.
Oh yeah, Trey made Roman varsity.
Yeah, nice.
5 players on varsity. Trey made Roman varsity. Sorry, missed Trey in there.
Yeah.
Then he said, "Go Phils" at the end." Word. Noah said, "You should go. I have been to a lot," talking about Phillies games. And he said he was on the 150K celebration live last night.
Nice. Salute. See, man, people getting out enjoying the festivities, man. That's how you gotta do it. I be trying to think of little fun shit to do. I need to start following some of those what's going on in the area type pages. So that I could randomly just be like, oh, it's Thursday. Oh, this is a little baseball. Whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe I could pull up. I don't know. I need to do that kind of stuff. I never used to do that. But now I'm at a point where the other things that I was doing, like all the super just going to all these events to support entertainers, that slowed down a little bit. So I could do some other shit too. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Gotta start rethinking these things, man.
There's only so many times you can support the same person in the same room.
With the same people.
With the same people.
Taking the same pictures. With the same poses.
Yeah.
Singing the same songs.
After doing that for a couple times in a row, it becomes kind of stale.
Yeah, man. But I do have some people that I've supported in the past that are doing some new dope shit that I can't wait to pull up on. But like I said, it just, the frequency of it just dies down a little bit. It's not about that.
That's how you know we're getting old.
And that's how you know things change.
All right, should we get into this last sports topic?
Let's do it.
I'll let you kick this one off.
Yo, man. I'm watching something completely different. I was watching another game.
Yeah.
And then I'm scrolling YouTube and it says Detroit and Minnesota was fighting. It was a brawl. And you look at the thumbnail, it'll look like about 30 people, right?
Right.
So I click on it. Usually when there's a fight video in the NBA, and that's the highlight, it's not the whole game, it's just the fight. It's 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They show the play leading up to the fight. They show the little scuffle. Nobody really gets touched. Then they show the replay, and you see, oh, that's why it really happened. And then they show the referee announcing what the repercussions were. But this video was damn near 8 minutes long. So I'm like, well, what the hell happened? Because at that point, it feels like Malice in the Palace. Right? So I'm watching the video, and it was really, really interesting. And it was worth the whole 7.5 minutes.
It definitely was. We watched that like 4 times.
It was crazy.
All 7.5 minutes 4 times.
It was ridiculous. You see DiVincenzo get into something that looks like some petty shit. And then you see Nas Reed reacting. And you see all of these things. And then at the end, you see a full-on just pile up. Like a football pile up. You see the cameraman gets knocked over because the camera goes flying down and had one of the best angles. You see DiVincenzo with a chair chumping people and talking crazy. But this thing dragged out so long to where people was walking back and forth in between before this even started, talking crazy to each other. It was like, yo, why the referees not getting control of this? You know it's not over. Remember, the play before the fight really kicked off, the one player fell and the other one stepped over him. And everybody that was watching that video thought it was going to go down right there.
Right.
Everybody did.
Yep.
You can't tell me you saw that part and didn't say, oh shit, here it come.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, oh, this must be it.
So once you get past that part, it's like, refs, y'all just got lucky. Y'all got to get control of this game. Like, that was luck. And then luck ran out.
I was going to say, and then the next play was actually less intense.
And the fight broke out.
Yep.
And it was amazing.
Yep.
It was amazing. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm sorry. I like to see the energy. You talking about young teams. You talking about teams that are putting themselves back on the map. You talking about Detroit that has a history for being rough and tumble, right?
Well, I think that's what made it funny. Like, of course it's Detroit.
Of course it's Detroit.
Who else would it be?
Yo, and like I always say, when you see the top of the pile, I'm always worried about who at the bottom. And when them niggas popped up from the bottom,
yo,
that wasn't the funniest shit you ever seen in your life. Like, oh, he was getting dogged down there. Oh, he the one that was dogging him. Oh shit, that's crazy. One
popped out the bottom, and then you see somebody stand up with the red face, and you're like, ooh, he got you good.
And you sick. You ain't ready to stop neither.
Nope, not at all.
So then what makes it even more phenomenal is you hear the commentators say, because the camera wasn't on it, and the coaches are going at it. The coaches won't stop. And then we're like, oh, where the coaches at? And you look, and it's all these black on black shirt and pant wearing motherfuckers, but it's 2 different coaching staff, so you got to see, oh shit, they really snapping on each other. So Now we get to the part where the referee announces the repercussions. When this man named 5 names of players and didn't name both the coaches,
Yep.
and both coaches had opposite visceral reactions to the shit.
Right. The one coach was just like, yeah, I'm gonna walk out.
He walked off with DiVincenzo like, my nigga, I got a beer in the back for you. We good, man.
Yeah.
The other coach was like, me?
Are
What did
you
I do?
serious?
You can't do that. And then they told him, he was like, oh.
Oh. Well, and not only that, it wasn't like, oh, so-and-so got a tech, so-and-so got a tech. It was like, no, all 7 of you out of here. Go now.
Everybody has
We
to
ain't
leave.
got the patience.
None of these texts offset. Everybody get out the arena.
Everybody leave. We don't care.
No, man. And, well, who was it? Was it Derek Brooks?
Yeah. Yeah. It was Brooks.
It was Brooks. What was his name? Something Brooks.
Yeah, I want to say Dylan.
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
Nigga got in a scuffle with KD. Yeah, Dylan Brooks. He got in a little scuffle with KD, something light, and they just ejected him. He ain't even do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But the funniest shit about that was when he realized he was ejected, he went like he was about to knock the ref the fuck out.
Yo, he charged at the ref.
He went what you? I said, yo, what is he about to do?
He literally like took steps.
No, it was bad.
That was
looked
crazy.
Bad, yo. That looked bad. And this happened in one night. But I heard everybody in media today that talked about that situation said he didn't deserve to get ejected. They feel like, and we know this, sometimes your reputation precedes you.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll overreact based on your reputation or their like or dislike for you. Refs are human too.
Well, and also, I feel like if a ref recognizes that you're an instigator and like you just talk shit and you continue to talk shit, like it's one thing to talk shit, it's another thing to get physical, right? Talking shit is somewhat accepted. Mm-hmm. But if you're known to talk shit and then things get physical, the ref is going to hold the fact that you talk shit against you.
Yeah, but like there's this thing when you get a double tech where there's like, I get a tech for overreacting possibly, right? Mm-hmm. Bang. Now I'm going to react to that. I get like a little grace period before you give me the other tech, but I can't go crazy in that grace period.
You can't charge the ref during that grace period, though.
But he charged the ref after the double tech. He never got that opportunity for the second tech. They came back to back. Bang, bang. Like, that was so egregious, it's just over. Like, that one action got him both techs.
Yeah.
And that's why he reacted the way he did, because it was like, I knew I was about to get attacked, but damn.
That's fair.
You see what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I think that's what happened in that instance, but I think that, like, you see how he cut. He goes straight, red hot. He don't give a.
Sound like me. You want to get in the pile up?
Yo, that's how you say hello?
Call.
That's how you introduce yourself?
Now you want to pause shit. Because I was paying attention. The serious rumble with Detroit. What's up, gang? How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Y'all gonna stop being so fucking hard on me, man.
I ain't say nothing.
It's
man.
about cash, so it's like, fuck out of here. Why I can't go through nothing? Y'all had stoppages on the way here that y'all don't even know about.
The funny shit is, I had read the text message, right? And I was going to tell K, like, yo, he'll be here.
Yeah.
And then you said it at the joint.
Yeah, I mean, I like to let
just,
y'all know I'm, you know what I mean?
It just made me feel like
I'm
that.
still here with y'all in spirit, even when I'm not here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really know if I need your spirit when you're not here. Like, so give me a break.
I got a good spirit, though.
No, like,
I think you do, because if
Give
you
me a
watched the
break.
last episode, you said y'all missed me.
I said K missed you.
Yeah, you said it on purpose.
I said K missed
Yeah,
you.
you pushed it on
I
K,
said
but
K.
it was you too.
No, I told the truth. K missed you. I said K missed you.
Oh my God, you
You
missed
see
me
how
too.
he be trying to spin?
Man, where my glass at, man?
Oh, you drinking today?
Yeah, I'm drinking today.
K, you mind getting Cash a glass real quick?
I'll get Cash a glass.
Thank you, K. I like your blazer too, K.
Oh, thank you.
No bullshit.
How you feel today, man? You alright?
I was chilling, man. I was, just laying up, chilling with the kids,
Nice.
eating and shit.
Youngin is starting to learn how to travel.
Yeah, he drawn, bro. He be in
You
other rooms.
about to lose weight. 'Cause you gonna have to chase it.
I actually been losing a little bit.
You gonna have to chase it.
No soda all year. I think I've been slimming just a little bit, just a tad bit.
They all were used last night, so you probably gotta watch one to grab a different one. But
yeah, he running around a little bit extra, a little bit more than he usually do.
yeah, he gonna start doing that 40-yard dash. He gonna oh.
Where you going? Come here.
Hey.
Yeah.
And he's strong, so like he not gonna bump into something. He gonna knock it over.
Yeah,
He ain't gonna he ain't gonna land on something. He gonna yank it. He gonna shove it.
Yeah, he's destructive.
Yeah, like
He like
too,
to fuck shit up.
He too strong to be moving. So I
Sound
can't wait.
Like you had a good week, brother.
I mean, you know, go ahead, do your thing. I got something over here for
You
the
got
grown
another
folks.
golly?
I got a little something for the grown folks.
Oh yeah, that's for the
something
grown folks.
Yeah, man.
That's for the senior citizens. This grown folk shit right
Oh
here.
man, I mean, you know, $100,
Hey,
whatever.
talk heavy.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, I don't know what you want me to say.
Hey, we all getting new money, man. You know what I mean? It's all
It
good.
ain't about the new money. I literally said, yo, you ain't seen that shit in years. Treat yourself.
Right.
Because you might not see it next month.
If it's something you like, then what the fuck?
So
Right.
I went there and I explained the story to Kaya how I came across it years ago and it blew my mind. And yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm really a connoisseur of the cognac. It is what it is.
I just wish it was like a light cognac.
Like
Yo,
diet-
his face right now.
like
Yeah,
diet-
like
diet-
something lighter.
He looks like he's judging the fuck out of you.
Oh, all right. So look, everybody don't have the same body types, but cognac is a tribute to me gaining weight because it's so much sugar and shit in it. Like,
True.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what
So
you
I'm
mean
saying
by
if it was
okay.
like a lighter,
That's why I said
calorie-
diet.
I mean, not diet, but I guess the same thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, see, and I don't believe in mixing.
Right.
But if you mix your cognac with soda, mix it with diet soda.
Yeah, I don't mix it with soda. I drink it straight up. You know that.
There's no
You
saving.
see me drink out of bottles.
There's no saving us, bro. We're destined to be doomed. We can't even get the soda out.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
There's
Nah,
no
I
saving
haven't
us.
been drinking soda though.
No, I don't drink soda.
Yeah, I haven't been drinking any
like
soda.
since I was a kid, I stopped drinking. Oh, yeah, I'm proud of you because you was drinking a lot of soda. You was
A
drinking
lot of soda.
orange soda. You drinking.
I was drinking
gallon.
like on some real shit. I probably drink like 6-7 cans of soda a day.
He was like, I go to the battles. He was drinking big ass Jones of orange soda. We stop. He get another one. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You reaching a little bit, but I was drinking a lot of soda.
It's like 2 liters in the trip.
I ain't had no 2 liters, you nut. Where that's
Between
gonna
the
fit it in
bottle-
a cup holder?
Between the bottle and the cup from the Wawa or whatever.
Alright, yeah, but you made it seem like I bought a liter. Like,
No, it ain't like that. It'd be like you get like 2-3 different situations.
Oh, all right.
And I'm like, he's still drinking soda.
Oh,
Like, I
right,
was
yeah.
confused.
Okay,
Remember when we
I
went
get
to
it.
New York? I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Like, this is my twist.
And I'm like, all right, well, he got to focus.
But it's crazy though, cause if you just was judging me based on what you see, you would think I eat more. You be with me like you done been with me through a whole day and didn't see me eat not one time. You know what I'm saying? But I might drink a lot of soda, smoking cigarettes, coffee, shit like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got a lot of bad habits.
Yeah, but I'm not an excessive eater though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some people just eat like,
I know what you mean.
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but it's cool because Youngin about to run that right up out you. You gonna be all right. You gonna be looking like you just can't hold out this motherfucker.
I mean, I'm
man.
all right without that. But he gonna help me. You're right. I am all right without that. You seen last time April Peterson was up here? She was like, that tight ass shirt. I'm like, it's an XL. So what we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just bull, like, you know what I
Shout
mean?
out to April, yo.
Yeah.
The boy Noah. Remember last week you was giving him pointers for the battle.
Yeah, what happened? How was his first
He
battle?
said he lost it, but he calling the nigga out for a rematch.
Don't do that.
That's what he said.
No, don't do that. Just take what you take from it, what you did good, and then what
He
you
said
did
he won
bad.
he said
Polish
he won the
that.
first. Said he won the first.
That's cool. You won the first round. At least you ain't get 30. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
his first John.
Yeah, but don't chase the guy for a rematch that really make it look like you lost and it make it look like you hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I had to ask you about that when you got here because I didn't want to skip that part.
Yeah, I mean, I took a loss to Killer Tone and I ain't like. You know what I'm saying? But since then, like, to be honest, I'm a little bit more relevant than him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why would I be like, yo, Killer Tone, come? No.
Mm-hmm.
What? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Unless it's big enough, it's not like Lamont Roach and Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's different.
yeah, but
No, that's different. So that's from the battle rapper. Kay, you here?
I'm still here.
but yeah, finish up what you was talking about with that fight shit.
We was really
No,
done
we were
on the
done.
fight.
Yeah.
Okay, say no more.
Next topic.
All right. Let's get to this.
Oh wow.
All right.
I don't know what's up with that guy, man.
You gotta intro it.
I can intro it,
Yeah,
but
let
I'm gonna
Kay
turn it
intro it.
over to you real quick.
She's more detailed with the intro. Like she says the shit that we all need to know, like the overview, and then we kind of like punch in. You know what I'm saying?
He's telling me the flow.
So-
of my show.
She is though.
Kanye is back.
Right.
And we've known this for a little bit. He's been active on Twitter again. He's been doing his rants again. Probably since what, like January?
Yeah,
He's been real active.
He got an album coming out, right?
it came out. Bully
The Bully album, right?
Yeah.
came out.
I think he got something else coming out, right?
Who
He's
knows?
always got something.
He's-
Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
get active with his stunts until he got a product.
He was
It's been a
working.
little different now.
He was working on music with I want to say like
Playboy Cardi?
Playboy. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been on another cycle, and
Wow. That's a shot.
as part of this, oh god, you picked that up.
I got a woman. Like,
As part of this, he decided to do a live appearance, which, you know, for Kanye, these are very rare. It is rare to see him sit down with somebody in an interview format, especially on a platform like the one that he chose to go on, which
why
in
he
this
didn't sit
case,
down.
I was gonna say that, so
That's why he didn't sit down.
he didn't even sit down.
Never sat down.
in this case,
Crazy.
was DJ Academics.
Nut ass nigga.
I think that's good for him though, because Academics has a following that's not really age friendly when it comes to Kanye.
So I was about to say, what better pairing than
Right.
these two peas in a pod? Because DJ Academics is also known for saying wild and scandalous things.
And he's racist against black people too.
That as well.
That's deep.
I'm glad you said that.
You gotta watch his old clips, bro. He said all of Chicago was shooting each other over regular weed and Air Force Ones.
No, I know he does that. I don't like that he does that. Like when he reports his shit, he adds his little like pizzazz to it,
But
and
he's-
sometimes it
he's
seems
cut-
like he's attacking people.
But he cut back on how he describes niggas because he knows what light has been held in.
Yeah.
But he still feels that way. That's why Flacco is the way he is. But go ahead, Kay.
So I was basically done. So because I didn't watch the interview, I have no need to watch this interview. But it happened.
I watched it because I just
And C Cash watched it, so you don't have to.
like I watched
Go ahead,
it.
Cash.
I watched it because
Look at you, Kay.
I actually seen the super pod that Academics did with Adam 22,
Yeah.
Whack 100.
You watched that too?
I ain't watched the whole thing. I watched like half of it.
I
But this
respect
the whole Big U thing been kind of interesting to me because I was like, I paid a lot of attention to a lot of the culture with LA stuff and all of that. But I seen that he said that he was going to talk to Kanye, and he was describing like the KKK outfit and like certain things. So I'm like, oh shit, when is that gonna come? And then he was saying how he wasn't gonna put it on his main channel based on like
That's why
YouTube.
it came out
Kind of weird, yeah, because he didn't want the flack from I guess whoever.
When I say the way it came out, it was hard to tell if it was the official copy.
Like more than one person posted it type shit. And
Oh, you mean he didn't want to
it
piss
didn't
face
off
the backlash.
It didn't say
The
the
people?
Academy. It didn't say Academics page. It didn't say the Academy.
Academics.
It didn't say none of that shit.
Nothing linked to his YouTube
It's like
shit.
SGV7.
He
Some
didn't
other
want the
people.
copyright strikes?
He separated.
Yeah,
He separated that. He did
That's
some kind
funny.
of business to make sure he didn't have to.
So
do
when you watch the interview, it's just like it's kind of up and down. Like Academics is trying to ask him questions, but he's like going into his own direction. And
What was the room set up like?
So the room was set up like it looked like some form of a condo. Like from what I could see, it was just like two windows, like kind of like right here, like there's two windows, and then like they're standing like in a corner. Then like Kanye kind of like went into another room and comes back out first because when he first enters the whatever the development is, Kanye
He
got
don't
on
have that
he got
outfit.
on a black and white something like this, but it's a Sean John.
Okay.
With a
And
swastika.
then the
chain.
back got a swastika joint on there. So then
Jesus.
he goes in the room, come back out with the whole fit on, and I'm just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
So does this feel like a B&B that they rented for this or something?
No, it don't feel like
Feel
that.
like somebody's spot?
It looked like it was.
office?
It looked like it was his.
Okay.
It looked like it was a personal space that he had.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. I was trying to get the vibe.
Yeah, it ain't look like no B&B. Like it wasn't.
So
it
when he
wasn't like
went
they
in the
was trying to
other
show
room-
you was plush.
So when you went in the other room, it's like
The camera ain't even following.
the clothes was in the other room already.
Yeah. So they talking like he's basically asking them, stuff that he want to ask them, but Kanye veering off into like how he's hurt and like they playing with him with his kids and.
That's what Kanye does in any interview, though, is he doesn't answer the questions and he just spins and talks about whatever he wants.
And it's
He
like
did on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
he's mad vulgar and fuck them niggas and fuck you think you street and this, that, and the third and
The fuck Pusha T was crazy.
yeah, but he had a good point to me. Like he said,
No.
to me, I felt like what he said was kind of valid. Like if I ain't never speak out bad against you in the public, don't speak out bad against me. Even if you feel a way about it,
No.
say we ain't speaking on that. You know what I'm saying?
You have to understand the level of the shit that you speak on. And
That's
the
true.
fact that I'm attached to you and I'm attached to other brands.
Yeah, and
shit.
it makes you look good.
And I'm attached to the same brands that you hate. Like he's attached to Louis.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you can't. I'm gonna
He
be.
can't
asked-
duck that question.
I can't duck that, John, bro. It's too specific. You're talking about the Jewish community. I can't say I don't know what happened,
Yeah.
but so many times. You see what I'm saying? And then next thing I know, we on a PJ together. What the fuck is we doing?
From what I got from it though, it's like I don't know, man. It's like a tie between this guy just having an innovative way of thinking, and then like him lashing out, and then like he start saying blasphemic shit like I'm the closest to God on earth, and God is jealous, God is this, God is that, and
Then
comparing
says
it
I'm
to
evil.
himself. Yeah,
Then says I'm evil.
yeah, like it's just weird. It's like kind of eerie, and I mean, even with the whole Black Klansman thing, like. It's a metaphor within itself, but it's just like he wants to do the most to get like the most reaction out of any and everybody.
Have you ever read a book or watched a movie called The Spook That Sat by the Door?
Nah, I didn't catch that one.
Check it out when you get some time. But that's the only positive way to be doing what he claims to be trying to do.
So, from this interview,
Right.
did you gather that Kanye is just like...
Not manic.
I was about to say, did you gather that he is manic and sick? Or did you gather that, like, he is Kanye and he's just saying loud and ridiculous things to get attention?
No, I mean I don't think that
Like,
he's
how
crazy.
conscious of his
I
craziness?
think he's conscious. I think he's
is he?
conscious.
Okay.
I think he's conscious. I think it's a bit of troll involved in what he's doing though, too. But I don't think he's like, oh, he's crazy. Put him in a crazy home. Put him in a insane asylum.
See, I think that's an extreme though, right?
Yeah.
There is a middle ground to that.
But, like, on a
And
scale...
also, I think we can't give him the troll no more. Trolling is something that's considered light. He don't do light shit, bro. That shit he said about Hov and them kids and all that was crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
That was crazy. Like
I ain't saying that was a troll.
I can't say, oh, this nigga just want attention when he outed somebody's family in that
Yeah.
way while saying none of y'all care about my family.
Yeah, right.
And then blaming us for whatever reaction people had when you lost your mother, which was tragic, and everybody felt for you, like in that moment. But your mom died doing some vain shit, and now you being vain.
What you call it, right?
Yeah, she was getting her body done.
Yeah.
So-
shit went bad. It was like DC
Yeah.
Baby Mom.
I have a hot take.
What?
I believe that if Kanye was a woman, he would be in a conservatorship by now.
What is that?
That shit that they put Britney Spears and Wendy Williams on.
Williams in. Because I think that he is exhibiting the same types of behaviors that Britney Spears or Wendy Williams or plenty of these other, examples exhibited. But because he's not a woman, it's not as easy to put that, like, oh, she's she's manic, she's out her mind, she can't handle the control of her own autonomy. Like,
that comes down to two things though, but go ahead.
no, I think that if Kanye was a woman, it would be a lot easier to put those types of labels on him. And he'd probably be in a conservatorship by now.
I think Kanye's been exposed to the deepest, darkest rooms of the industry, and he's basically held too much in for too long. I think when people keep secrets for so long, that they just have to say something.
Now to the conservatorship point, I said it was two things, right?
Mm-hmm.
His lawyers versus their lawyers, right?
Okay, fair.
And his diligence on getting out of the fucking country. You see what I'm saying? Like, he don't have to be here for a studio show.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have to be here to go on tour to live his life. He's literally transitioning out of the country the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
The whole year. Because he knows once he cleared up... Because what happened was, he announced all that billionaire shit, talked all that big boy shit, and then he took a hit. And he was under $1 billion again. Remember, they announced it. Now he down to 400. Like, oh, tragedy. Whatever, right?
Who cares?
But at the same time, he restructured everything. He found a way to not allow the big boys to have an influence on what he does. He started his own website and sold everything for $10 and $20 and went platinum, right? He started distributing his music a certain way. Even the last project that came out, he didn't put it out the traditional way because he knew what was going to happen, so he spun it, right? He's isolating himself from being able to get canceled,
right?
So that he can say whatever the fuck he wants,
right,
and be somewhere where they can't make him take his medicine.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
That's the whole thing, yo. It's the whole thing, and that's the difference. And I understand that there's a difference between male and female, what you was talking about when it comes to incompetency and stuff like that.
Yeah, just like the legacy of the
I understand that
psychological.
I'm not negating that point, but what I'm saying is part of the difference in these three stories. One, his level of finance, which is to the lawyer point, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like how he moves, because he took that arrow that he took, and he was like, well, how the fuck? I need 5 of you motherfuckers right now to tell me how this can't happen no more. And he did it. And it's similar to like vertical integration, but it's also based on geography too, so it's a little different.
Right.
Because it's like I can do what I do as long as I don't attach myself to anything that they are attached to.
Yeah, right.
And that's even with living. Remember, he sold the mansion, all that shit.
Yeah, and he was saying that, like, owning properties and all that, you don't even want to do that. Like, you just want to be in, like, small developments and shit like that.
And right before that, he had the land where he was doing all the gospel stuff at and all of that. And
that was Wyoming, right?
Wyoming, and now I'm out. Korea. You know what I mean? Like,
in the same breath, though, he's far away from his children, too. And that's gotta... That has to have a hold on your mental health.
Yeah, but he's not playing the game. It's one thing if your chick is lying on you, your baby mom is lying on you, whatever have you, or she's pulling moves to make it difficult. But when you know that you're under a microscope and you keep giving reasons, then I don't know if you really want to see your kids.
Yeah.
And clearly North is little him.
True.
She love her dad.
Right.
Real rap. But then he put her in a situation because you want to go through this shit with partying them.
Cardi.
Playboy. Cardi and them. And then
at first I thought he was talking about Cardi B. I'm like, why do we got beef with Cardi B?
No, it was Playboy Cardi.
No, I get it. He just kept saying Cardi though. You know what I'm saying?
But then that becomes an excuse for your ex-wife to say, I'm coming to get my daughter now. I can't fault her in that instance. Right?
Yeah.
So how many things that you say aren't fair and you're supposed to be able to make these decisions are really detrimental, and you really don't care about what's detrimental when it comes to what you say in the first place, and now the kids are in the middle of it.
Right.
It's kind of weird, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Like, you could do the wildest shit in the world. We seen somebody die with his daughter recently, but you would never do that shit with your kids.
Yeah, right. Facts.
You know what I mean? You would never do it in the vicinity of where the kids could be backlash.
Right.
Like, nobody plays like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But you doing it in front of the world that's going to get 1 billion clicks in 30 minutes because of who you are.
I get it.
You've been there for 20 years already.
Yeah.
Ain't no excuses. Like, that's crazy. Okay, anything?
No, I gave my hot take. I got nothing else for you on this Kanye interview because
I just hope nothing crazy happens.
refuse to watch it.
I saw a lot of the highlights, and I feel like I saw enough because what happens is a lot of misdirection, deflection, and long stories. And I really got basically what he was saying without watching the whole thing. But I'm glad you watched it because at least one of us did.
One of us had to give
One of us had to really know what happened, man. Or we
Yeah.
would have just had to skip this joke.
Yeah, it was crazy though.
But it's good talk though. When it comes down to like these people that are toxic, that speak big, and they add a lot of things that make you see their point of view, are the ones to be the most cautious of. He's not very far from the commander in chief right now. With the fact that like, no, he'll say it, and you'll be like, well, at least he's honest.
Right.
What the fuck did that mean?
Right.
How did that help?
Right. Could have lied to me for all that.
Right.
Yeah, man, spin me shit. Give me some hope.
Spin me.
Let me have hope if you're gonna take away everything else.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right, where do you want to go next?
Can we talk about the shooting at my park, yo?
That's where you want to go.
I was about to say it was another dope interview that was real big, like on that same scale, but
Remember it and we talk about it.
I got you.
I'm watching the news the other day.
Why you say yeah part?
It's my park.
Where?
Finley, uptown. 3 blocks from my mama's house.
Do it say like anything
like-
about Sam Malone or like?
I mean, we got streets named after us and stuff, but this park in specific, like, if you would equate my era, I was probably like Kobe out there.
So if anybody go through that park, they gonna be like, yo, you know Sammy? They gonna be like, yeah.
They wouldn't know me as Sam.
They gonna be like, Rube, you know Rube? Fuck out of here.
And that's what's ironic about this story. Ironically, somebody that is a dear friend to the show, and I'm not going to say his name in this instance, his dad is my man from back when I was out there. And when I'm watching the news about 3 people, I think, got shot at Finley, his dad is the one talking to the fucking cameras.
Damn.
And he breaking it down, he talking about whatever have you, and I'm like, damn, that's wild. So shout out to Beef, Kevin F. Burton Sr., Kevin F. Burton Jr. Yeah,
You just said you used to be in a mix with him. Why would you throw his government name
he
out
wasn't in the streets.
there? Oh, wow.
He wasn't in the streets.
Oh,
I said I used to play ball with him.
Oh, okay.
He not a street dude.
Oh,
He
wow.
actually, they shouted out his organization that he does with the youth down there and all that on the job.
Oh, shout out to that.
Yeah, so, but it's crazy because it's like, a lot of us ain't down there no more, right? Like, niggas got grades and shit. And he's still down there trying to do something.
Yeah.
So much so
With the
that
community
when
type
something happened, he wound up on the news talking about it. So, like, just shout out to him for holding it down. But I remember when I was out there, and that's part of why I call it my park, too, because, like, you couldn't do certain shit around me. Y'all don't get along? All right, well, not here.
Right.
Right? You had niggas that don't fuck with each other smoking together because they both sitting around me smoking. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, certain shit just don't happen. And
You was Nipsey out there.
yeah, and I didn't have to flex or flash anything. My day moved randomly. So you would pull up on me for an hour. Somebody else would pull up on me halfway through that. You never know who's sitting next to me when you come down there.
Right.
So you gonna act a certain way because I'm loved,
Yeah.
so to speak, right?
You can signal and get some shit popping.
I want the niggas to tell me first. You know what I mean? I trust niggas that much. So a lot of stuff didn't happen. And then when I stopped being out there, one of my young boys' little brother got killed in that park. And it's crazy because I've seen this story since I was a kid. You ever seen a nigga that's wearing a jacket in the summertime? I'm good. I got a lighter. Thanks. You ever seen that?
A jacket in the... Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Because he's scared?
No.
So he got that thing on him.
Yeah, I be
and he
seeing
don't know
like
how
the
to
job
tuck
fit,
it.
all that, yeah.
So he got like, so, alright, when I was a kid, my god brothers got into it with somebody that was from my block, right? And it got kind of wild. Moms got involved, money was involved, it was crazy. And he knew it was up. He was walking around in the summertime with a trench coat on, bro.
Oh, yeah, on some
And
goofy shit.
it got figured out because it was like, the red flag was there. You could see it, like, so it got figured out.
It's
right?
like a nigga wearing a 6X t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with this young boy that got killed in the park. I was at the basketball court one day and it was hot out there. and he had on a windbreaker or some shit, and his jeans and shit. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "What tip you on?" And he like, "You know how it is. Yeah, I'm saying this, that, and the third." Within a week, he got killed in that same park. So that was like, wow, this was going on now that I'm not around. But now with this is devastating. I had a homegirl inbox me because she don't got my number today on Facebook and say, "Yo, what's up with them young boys down here
at your park?"
See what I'm saying? So that's why I can say that's my part.
No, that's what's up.
But it's weird because like I don't claim no bullshit. When we are a space where kids come to motherfucking do their thing, we treat it as such. Even if we at the other end of the yard smoking, which may or may not, whatever. But we not acting crazy. We're not yelling at each other. None of that. You know? And that's the way that I like to keep it. And that's the way a lot of people kept getting money. And a lot of people benefited from being around me.
Right.
But nowadays, it's just wild out there. And the way they tell the story, it just sounds weird. I need more details. But,
what actually happened?
It sounds like from the report.
This is why we don't let Sam introduce the topics.
That somebody well, he keep fucking challenging me on the topic, so I've been over introducing.
Bro,
I've been stopped introducing.
You know why I'm here, bro. Don't
I've been stopped introducing it.
Listen, you said it was your part, and I just wanted to know why.
I've been stopped introducing it.
Like,
all right. So what actually happened?
So they said what 3 or 4 people were shot. They said that they were the way that they ran up and was shooting. They got lucky because they shot in a direction that didn't lead to where the most people would have been affected by it. But it's a really sketchy story. It's like there's no real details about it except that multiple people got shot in this park in broad daylight in Mount Airy.
And nobody got killed though, right?
No, there was no fatalities reported as of yet. Conditions varied at the time, but it was just wild to see that part. And my man, and the crazy thing is, I rode past there today. I rode past there this afternoon, and business as usual. Young boys, dads, whatever out there, you know what I mean, doing anything, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I also saw a work truck on the field, and that's where the cameras and shit is at, on them poles. So, you know, you can imagine that they may be trying to get something.
Create some type of surveillance.
Or update something. You know, to make it stronger. I
don't like seeing violence when it comes to kids and playgrounds and all that shit.
I just was talking to somebody about that.
Yeah, that shit is nutty. And especially, it kind of is a segue into the shit with the whole Eid festival. Like, this is 2nd year we had drama at one of them situations.
Yep.
And I'm not even a Muslim, but I grew up with a bunch of Muslim brothers.
We from Philly,
you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of my friends is Muslim. I know a lot of people that's Muslim, and I respect people's beliefs. So, I respect, you know, that's their thing. You know, it's just like us being at church on Easter, and it's like, how you go and shoot some shit up like that is just brazen.
Did they shoot this year?
Somebody shot in the air, I heard. Then I seen a clip that Jazz sent me.
With the young boy getting booked with the big-ass rifle.
It was like a fucking AR or some shit, or an M4. He had a blazer on. It's like...
Then did you see the young boy standing on top of the car, kicking the window, and the cops booked him?
No, I ain't see that.
Full throw on and all that. He's standing on top of like a Chrysler.
I ain't see that. And it's just like, from what I do know about Islam, like, when you got your throw on and your kufi and all of that, you're supposed to be on a whole... that attire is supposed to be you carrying the light. You know what I'm saying?
If you really were participating in Ramadan, then you just wasted a month.
Right.
You just wasted a month.
Like cleansing yourself and
you just wasted a month. And I don't care what
purifying
religion
yourself.
it is. When you have these things that's dedicated to things like that, then you don't turn around just because it's a day later or it's a date and just flip like
because the ops outside. Like,
you was never right.
No, like that's supposed to be a mindset change.
I think people should.
And it's only y'all out there,
bro.
Right.
I think they gotta like start kind of categorizing those festivals and doing them at the local masjids and stuff like that, because the city is too mixy. Anywhere where you bring a bunch of Philly niggas, like, no disrespect, but a bunch of Philly people, it's always gonna be something. You're gonna see somebody that you went to school with, somebody that you was in jail with, somebody you might have fought as a kid. Like, it's always
everybody out there with their kids.
It's crazy.
But
Everybody out there with their kids, bro.
even though that's the case, certain atmospheres should be somewhat sacred.
It's not.
It's not. And the crazy thing is, like, it's two things. One is, imagine how many people after what happened last year wanted to go celebrate somewhere and was like, I'm just not going to go because it's probably gonna be something going. That's not cool, right? First and foremost. But when that shit happened last year and them shots went off, they said everybody in the park reached.
Mm-hmm.
They said everybody reached for their hit.
And it's like, no shade. If you really from Philly, you know, a lot of Muslim brothers, some of them grow up as children being taught Islam, but a lot of Muslim brothers is ex-street guys. Just gonna put it out there, like it is what it is.
A lot of people Muslim because they went to jail
and they found a way, but it's like some shit you can't get away from, no matter what your religion is. You know what I'm saying? It just be like that, and it's just like it's nasty. Like you just said, Kay, like some shit should be sacred, but it's like you got people that think they outsmarting somebody and it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna go with the John because it's supposed to be that, so he ain't gonna be slipping or whatever the case may be.
But let me tell you how backwards this is, right? If I'm into shit, I shouldn't want to go there, right?
Right.
But now I'm going and I'm into shit. But people that really have good intentions and really want to do
They
what they're supposed
succumb
to do,
to the same shit.
they are pushed away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how retarded that is when it comes to a religious experience?
Yep.
That is so scary to me, yo, and I don't like it, yo.
What's crazy is, I mean, of course, the same shit didn't happen, but that's almost a little bit parallel to the Marvin Sapp shit.
I mean, a little bit.
A little bit.
Did you hear his response?
No, I didn't hear his response.
I heard his response.
But let me tell you how I found out about it, though. Can I tell you how I found out about it?
Yeah.
I wake up. This one of the days, like, I think this is when did that actually happen? Friday-ish?
When it came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this actually happened over a year ago.
Right. All right. So Saturday, I wake up. I'm about to start my day. You know, I got the battle and all that shit. Mm-hmm. So who I see on the gram? It's my uncle. Mind you, shout out to Rod Dion. You know you're acting.
Never would have made it.
So it's my uncle, right? Mind you, my uncle's played pastors and plays and shit like that before.
Of course.
So
my guy.
So he got on like a blazer and a tie and a button-up shirt, but he got his fitted on.
This is not what I was expecting you to
He's
say.
conflicted because he got his blazer and his tie on, right, and his everything, you know, like he at church, but he got his fitted on with the gold rope on at the same time. Mm-hmm. So he basically like TikTok the whole audio. You know what I mean? So I'm like, my girl wake up. I'm like, yo, what uncle on? Like, she like, oh, that's the Joe from the. So I start commenting on him like, yo, you gonna let me out the church, uncle? Like, but then I really seen what happened, like, cause more people start reenacting that. I'm like, yo, this is wild. Like, you really gonna tell the ushers to close the doors until people give up the dub? Like, come on, man.
Y'all old bean, cause y'all VIP.
Yeah, and that says something. Is like, where's this money going to? Like, is Big U buying this shit?
No, the first thing I thought was, what this nigga need 40 for today?
Yeah, 40 cash.
Like, I need 40 now. Like, that was crazy.
Sound like some Denzel Training Day type shit. Like,
now, it's hilarious. I did hear his response.
yeah, what was his response? That's
Wait. You gotta introduce the actual topic first.
All right, you're right.
There's people on here who have no idea who Marvin Sapp is.
Go ahead, Kay. Take it away. You do it the best.
All right. I don't know very much about this topic, but what I do know is Marvin Sapp is a pastor who has one of those really big churches that also happens to live stream online and have a pretty big online following.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So he's also has one of those churches that's very well known for being very serious about their collections.
That's crazy. Just saying that is like, that's an undertone. Like, yeah, you know you better give up your collection or they might give you a body shot on the way out.
Oh, that just means that they asked for your tax returns. They want 10% on the dot.
Right.
Maybe 15.
That's crazy.
So, recently, a video went viral of Marvin Sapp during one of his services where collections was happening and they closed the doors to basically hold all of the congregation hostage until a certain goal of $40,000 was reached. Am I saying anything wrong?
No, you're not. It's just funny the way you like clarifying it, right? Because we just talking shit about it, but like you saying it in like proper terms.
Yeah, it's the same thing you just said.
Yeah.
But you gotta say it for the people.
You gotta say it for the
So
people.
according to the video, there's 1,000 people in attendance and 1,000 people online. So he estimated if everybody gives up a dub and everybody up front give up a Beansky, we gonna hit this number in no time. And even more so, I don't even want to pass the plate around. I want everybody to get up and walk up. I want to see 1,000 people moving around, right?
So what if I ain't had no cash on me? Can I cash up you?
They take check.
Yeah, because they was taking the online donations too.
Yeah, they take
So you
Venmo.
would have just walked up there with your phone out.
What if I ain't had shit but gas? I can put an eighth in the collection plate?
It is what it is. You better listen. Look to your left. Say neighbor.
Neighbor.
I need $20.
That shit is wild.
$20, good brother.
Yo, listen. I've been to church plenty of times, and I actually like church. Like, if I go and the service is good and the worship service is good, I'm into it. It really uplifts my spirit.
I have a great time in church
Especially,
when I go.
it was times where I went when I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? I needed it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I would be very, because like, all right, me personally, the type of person I am, I don't necessarily like people holding authority over me. So for you to tell me I cannot leave until, that's going to make me leave. I'm leaving. What is y'all going to do?
You know what's funny, right?
Like, I'm going to push the issue if you tell me I can't leave without giving up this dub. I'm sorry. That's just what I'm going to do.
In this moment, I realize how talented Joe Budden is. Because I have more information. And everything he says makes me want to reply with the information. But I got to hold it till the jokes is out. Man, shit.
Oh, what you mean to who jokes is out?
So all the jokes, I wanted to get some jokes off. You talking
right,
shit.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah.
K said that he held everybody hostage.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that's been said.
Bro,
Because of...
what if I got it on me? And you telling me I'm not leaving without giving up a dub? God, I love God. No disrespect to God. But this man, this human, is telling me I can't leave. Me and my family can't leave.
So I'll address that.
And I got it on me.
And his response, part of it,
Like, what?
addressing I got it on me and hostage.
Right.
Part of what he said was, closing the doors to the church is not locking the doors to the church. What do you think about that?
That's called... What's the word?
What do you
That's
think
called
about that?
being condescending. Because you just said, close the door. Ushers, close the doors.
So if the door is closed but not locked, but there's a usher standing in front of it with his arms crossed, am I supposed to feel less intimidated than I would if the door was locked?
Now, there are things in the church when prayer and collections and certain things are going on that you're not supposed to move around the church. Part of it during the collection of money is a security risk. The thing that makes it weird for me is where you say that that's a security risk and that's why the doors of the church are usually closed when you're doing collections. But in the video, you say you want 1,000 people to move around the church at one time.
Don't make
that's
sense.
That's
That
hypocritical.
doesn't add up.
Contradiction.
Now, to give a little more context, that was not his church. He was
Wasn't even his
visiting.
church?
He was visiting a church in Baltimore, and it was a collection of pastors and other churches that were there for a specific reason. So he's saying that he. Oh my God, he's killing me. He's saying that he was basically raising money for their cause. That was not for himself.
But still,
It wasn't his
Okay.
church. It wasn't a regular congregation. It was a congregation of multiple clergy.
So that's even worse. Like, this isn't even a congregation that you know, and
That
you're
you
holding
control.
them up for $40K. Like,
and what if it's what if
What?
some type of emergency happens in my phone and I have to get out of there?
I've been stuck in the church during a very long collection on New Year's one time. Like, they was standing at the bottom.
I don't
of the
like
steps
that 'cause-
this, and I'm like, I gotta pee, cause I had been drinking. But like I had to get out of
Hey,
there.
you was in church.
I wasn't going to church.
Nigga was in church drunk.
It
You
was
wow.
New Year's Eve. We wasn't
That's the
going.
blood of Christ.
No, I keep it real because actually this is honorable.
No, it is honorable to go to church on New Year's
We were not going
Eve.
to church. It was New Year's Eve. I'd been drinking all day, and it got to a certain point in the night when my right hand,
He wanted to go to church.
he was like, "Bro, I feel like I need to go to church,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "All right, let's go to church." Like I wasn't tripping, and I went in there, and I had a real good spiritual experience in there. Like I felt like I needed to be there, and I felt like I got
You
something off my
different.
chest.
Because I ain't going to church on alcohol.
Bro,
I can't.
If you are in a certain mind state and church is what you need right now, I gotta hold my shit.
So
It's
He
church.
ain't need you to go, though. You
No,
ain't have to
we
go?
was together all night.
Oh, all right.
It was what it was.
can I tell
But
you?
it was one of them things where he was saying it, hoping that I said cool, or he wasn't gonna go.
Right. It was
You
a
know what I
hit
mean?
joint.
Yeah, it was like, yo, I think I need to go to church, bro. What you think? Like, man, come on, let's go.
So, can I tell you how white churches do collection?
I know, but go ahead and tell the people.
The way you said that.
I've been in
only you
Catholic
could
church
say.
before. I went to Catholic school.
So, they play a song,
That's very dreary.
that very dreary song. Like most of church, it's very dreary songs.
What is dreary? What do you mean?
Like,
It sounds like execution shit.
yeah, it sounds sad. Because it usually collection is right before you receive the sacrament. So, you're gearing up for the sad part. So, anyway, they play a song. And it's the same song every week. It's the collection song. But they don't say anything really. They just say, "Oh, and now it's time for the offering." Mm-hmm. They don't even call it collection. They call it like the offering. Mm-hmm. What are you going to offer? Mm-hmm. And then there's like the ushers. They walk up and down. They have a basket on a pole.
Long pole.
They stick it out into each pew.
Like it's the 1800s.
And then they pull it back in. And then they stick it out, and they pull it back in. And all of this happens during only one song. Mm. And there's plenty of people who don't put anything in the basket. And
Right.
that's just like, it's
It is
cool.
what it is.
Yeah. That's how white church does collections.
Yeah.
That's not just white church. When I was a kid going to church, it would be somebody would pass the collection plate around.
No, but our churches have 3 collections.
I don't
And
remember
passing
exactly having 3.
the
Our
plate-
churches had like 3, bro.
Passing the
remember
plate
that.
is a little different because you got to touch it. Like,
Yeah.
this basket can go straight in front of you, and you don't even blink. Like, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, like in our church, people fake putting money in the plate.
Yeah. Or, shit, I know motherfuckers that then took shit out that joint.
Yeah, well, hopefully they needed it, but God
Yeah.
bless them.
I mean,
God bless that,
God bless them. But at the end of the day, we still talking about somebody who's garnering money from people. So, like,
But what I'm saying is, he was saying that it's out of context and it's over a year and some change old. So if you just cut out the part of it not being his home church and it being a specific event where they probably were fundraising,
I guess it's like he's trolling to fundraise, but like, still, it's out of order. Because what about the other 10 dudes in there that's just like me? That's like, oh, I
Well, that's
can't.
the thing.
You closing the doors?
Do the-
Okay, we're all leaving.
do the math. You tell 2,000 people to give $20. You know some of them people gonna give $80, $100, $200. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's not gonna.
And
give it.
who I am as a person is,
But if you ain't got $20 in church, like, why you? In church?
nah, I get it. But who I am as a person today
That's
is
not
not
fair, Sam.
who I is.
No,
I was then.
in this situation where there's organized for multiple clergy to come together, you know what you there for.
I guess
I
that's
mean, yeah, but no. You
You
could
got a
be.
little something right here.
I mean, yeah. And if you really into your spirituality in the church, you shouldn't have an animosity towards giving to God
Yeah,
at
because
all.
part of that is sacrifice.
Right, but it's not none of that bothers me.
I'm listening.
It's the audacity of this human that's saying ushers close the doors. That sends me
Well,
every time.
Saying close the doors is normal. The fact that he said it multiple times, like the ushers wasn't fucking with that idea.
Yeah.
That's what made it kind of crazy.
Like he's forcing it.
because that is a regular command. But the fact that they didn't react means that that's not normal in that moment.
Yeah.
Because he had to say it over and over again.
I'm just really not feeling it. Like,
Yeah, that was weird. You right. But it's just so funny because it's like he's getting death threats now.
I mean, I don't wish that on him.
Mm-mm.
But
They acting crazy on his family now. Like, it's a lot going on right now because of that video.
that internet, man, I'm trying to tell you, the internet be driving so much shit. That's crazy though. If it's old too, like I understand, like that don't make it not wrong, but if it's old, it's like damn, y'all. Yeah,
I feel like you
crazy.
said August 2023 or something. Like that.
All right. Well, anything else to say about that before we move on?
Never would have made it. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I love God, but you humans ain't God. Don't try to lock me in nowhere. I'm sorry.
The doors weren't locked; they were closed.
Don't tell nobody to close no doors. We'll know where I'm at. I'm sorry.
No
I'm
more
sorry.
locked doors.
Yeah, especially a nigga that been locked up and all that. Like what? all my state road and upstate niggas know. Like, come on, bro. What? Soon as you say that, I'm telling you.
I got.
Soon as you say that, a certain type of person is gonna be like, huh? You might as well just say, everybody leave. Cause like, who is bull? Like, what? Don't what?
All you said was nobody move.
Nah, what the fuck you mean?
Now everybody move.
Nobody what? Like, come on.
Now
bro.
everybody move. Everybody move.
I just don't like. I don't like when people like try to overextend authority and shit like that. You know, that's to me it's a trigger.
Well,
but I'm working on it.
The ironic thing is he's a preacher, so like he's one of the top authoritarians in our culture.
That doesn't really make for you to be able to for you to be a vessel for God to tell me how I should live, being able to bring a message from God doesn't make you an authority figure.
It's
because I know preachers.
No,
Listen, I know preachers.
That's personal for you.
I'm saying though, I know preachers that binge smoked crack and didn't come home to their wife for weeks, and then came and preached a phenomenal sermon. You know what I'm saying?
But
and get it off.
Your homeboy grandma treat him like the Messiah.
Right.
What your view is of him, don't take away from that.
I get it.
I done served motherfuckers that's procedures in society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Y'all ready to move on now?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you don't get to tell me I can't leave.
I know an old lady pediatrician that you would never, man.
All right. So,
I get it.
Sean Kingston, as we know, has been facing some legal trouble.
You're far too beautiful, girl.
It's crazy because I was going to use him and his mom in the barn, and I forgot to. But go ahead, Kay.
So, Sean Kingston
Sammie was on bullshit, so that's why I said Sam.
has been facing some legal trouble, and unfortunately, he has been found guilty for federal wire fraud.
Oh, that's like 30.
Yeah. Federal.
Five counts that hold
wire
up to
Moneybag Yo?
fraud.
5 counts hold up to 20 max.
Moneybag Yo?
So, it is a maximum 20-year prison sentence. He is set to be sentenced on... Oh, both of them, actually, are set to be sentenced
and
on...
his mom?
Yes.
Wow.
On July 11th.
Damn, that's my daughter's birthday. That's crazy.
And he also has to post
I know, but it is.
a surety bond consisting of his home value at $500K and additional $200K in cash.
Wait, you said a charity bond?
No, this is for him to post bond. Because he has been ordered under house arrest until his sentencing.
And they held his mom. They said she a flight risk.
So he paid the 1.5?
So he paid, he offered the bond consisting of his home valued at $500K and an additional $200 in cash. So that's the total bond. So obviously, whatever percentage of that he had to post.
Nigga, go to Mexico.
But
they kept his mom though, which says something.
Your mom is already booked. What the fuck? Go to Mexico. Get out of there.
But that says a lot though, because it feels like, and everybody that's reporting on it, that's like industry people, they're asking the question, would you take the charge for your parent? Which feels like she's the scammer. And he's caught in the middle. Like she
like they can't.
Like if you're my momager and you supposed to be handling my business, but you on bullshit. So now my chains don't get paid for it, but I thought I paid for it.
Yeah, but if that's the case, they already know his mom. Like,
because this $1 million plus.
They not bargaining with you like, oh, you do this and we won't. No, your mom is down. She can't even get bail.
They're not even letting her go, bro.
So what the fuck? Go to Mexico. You're cooked. You're done. I mean, he a young nigga though. Sean Kingston, like, what? How old is he? Like
30.
No,
Still
he older
fairly
than
young.
that.
he not my age.
Yeah, he was young when he popped off, and I know
That's
that
what
was
I'm
a while
saying.
ago, but
That's
he
what I'm
was
saying.
young. Sean Kingston got popping as a teenager, like a young, like 14, 16, some shit like that.
I think, Cash, I think he is your age.
36.
I would say so.
I don't think so.
He's 35.
Oh, wow.
35, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was young when he popped off.
That's still bad to go do 20. You gonna come on 55.
Well, it's even worse to do 20 with your mom.
He's not gonna be with
Without
his
your
mom.
mind.
No, but I mean, like, but your mom's locked up at the same
Your
time.
mom
So,
locked
like,
up
those
too.
support,
Yeah,
those other
yeah.
support.
No, that's what I was about to say. That's the
Situations.
difference. Your
Yeah.
mom was supposed to hold you down.
That's
Man,
what I'm
She can't
saying.
do shit for you. She need to.
Yep.
Is he married? He don't have a baby mom? Anything like that?
I don't think so.
You know what's funny though, and we know it's true. You know what I mean? People you pay rent for and all of that shit for that is not gonna be around right now.
Yeah, people that's gonna leave you in the dirt.
People that got the BMW, bitch that got the Birkin, they ain't coming
People
around.
you did favors for.
Yep, motherfucker, you saved. They.
You know what's crazy to me is I wanted to always be a rapper to be away from like the shit that I grew up around.
Bro.
And when I was a kid and when I fucking like bro, like I just was like, damn, all I'm doing this, but I could do this and it's gonna take me somewhere. So it was just like, damn. And it's just like I went to jail. My bad. When I went to jail when I was 19, 20, I'm like, damn, I keep getting booked. How the fuck I'm gonna be a rapper? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I gotta stop. And it's like, paying attention to this shit, it'd be like so much bullshit going on in the industry. It's like, I might be better off being a regular nigga.
True. And I thought about that before too. I've had those thoughts, but I also, and you know me, I'll go in a certain direction, but I kind of lean more in the energy when I make music because I don't want to be in a dark place. I don't want to be, you know how niggas be like, I thought the bitches was gonna be there when I became a rapper, but then when I went to perform, it was all niggas. Yeah, because you only killing niggas in your music. So I never wanted to be that boy, right?
Yeah.
So I intentionally make sure that I had certain things that
geared towards women and shit like that.
or just main, main level shit. Like, do you wanna ride? You know what I mean? That's light. It's light.
Right.
It don't hurt nobody.
Right.
But at the same time,
Even though you can't sing for shit, but yeah.
no, but that was remember Player Haters with Mason Puffy. They was singing on that joint. They couldn't sing, nigga. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Playing,
with the
bro.
vibe.
I think we
know.
going left.
We both do that.
But no,
It was a joke. You were supposed to take.
as far as this Sean Kingston shit, it's starting to really look like it's more about his mom, but he's in it because it's his name and his. It's just like when Fat Joe went to jail because his accountant did the bullshit. That wasn't his fault, but he went to jail.
Fuck it. Tell him your mom.
Wow.
He not no street nigga anyway.
But you can't. If your mom's already implicated, you can't tell on your mom and get a reduced sentence. Like, they don't have anything to get leverage.
You know what's
Alright,
crazy
if
too?
that's his mom, you think he don't know some shit that they already know?
But you know what's crazy?
But at that point, you're just getting your mom a longer sentence to save you from jail. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what's
You're not a
crazy. They
street
said
nigga.
listening just took time so his mans could get less time.
I know somebody who got into a fight with they brother's baby mom and got beat up, and the brother shot the brother baby mom brother. And then the brother that got avenged for told on the brother that shot him.
Yeah, I know all about it. No, but what's crazy about Sean Kingston being in this situation is how the finances break down for him, right? He had a time where he had one of the biggest records in the world, right? But then it got pulled from radio because it had that word in it, right?
What word?
Oh
yeah, that was that shit. Yeah, you're right.
They snatched the song because of mental health and like the climate changing.
That's crazy.
So even
Can't even be an artist no more.
Even performing wise, whatever, like shit wasn't what it would have been, right? That's still a great
Y'all
song.
fucking his stock up. Yeah.
Still a great song today, right? Then on top of that, everybody forgets about the jet ski accident. When he went under the bridge the one time and it was low tide, and when he went to go back it was high tide, and he crashed and he had a girl on it with him, and she got fucked up. So that was a financial hit too.
Right.
Across the board. Like every way you look at it.
Right.
That was financial. That was lawyer, her expenses, whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was all of that.
For sure.
So it's just crazy to like, I don't know what his mom was trying to do, but I feel like this is just like sad.
That's just like the young boy.
This is sad. You're
That's
supposed to have if you got a record that big, you're supposed to be able to run around for the rest of your life, yo.
Bro, that's just like the young boy, Aiden Waters. They supposedly killed YBC Duel. They said his mom gave him the
joint
fucking gat
on camera
on the ring camera in the house.
In the house, she handing off machine guns to kids.
How you supposed to override the influence of your mother, bro? As a kid. Now I'm not saying at the end of the day I'm not saying that he wasn't already on bullshit, right?
No,
but
she played the game too.
If your mom is like that, how the fuck else you gonna be?
But we from a city where a kid get killed and his mom antagonized them niggas for the next 2 years on live every chance she get.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah.
But like with that, you gotta realize the story before that. We found that out 3 weeks later. Mm-hmm. The initial story was when they ran in the house, he had the joint with the switch under the bed.
Yeah,
and the
all
other
this
joint
and that
in the basement by the in his mom's crib.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now it was hitting. So it was what it was. She knew he was running.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, yo.
Sad.
But it goes down to what I always say, like why I always called my little cousin ugly. Because y'all was going to keep telling me how cute he was and he ain't earned that.
Mm.
Cute ain't going to get you shit.
Mm-hmm.
Being handsome ain't going to get you shit. Being funny ain't going to get you nothing unless you find a way to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't earn being handsome.
Mm-hmm.
You were born that way.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these little motherfuckers that's running around with these switchies and shit, it's pretty boys with moms that keep telling them how cute they is and ain't telling them to sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, yep.
She want to sit next to him and watch Love and Hip Hop. She want to sit next to him and gossip.
Bro, I be on that shit
and
now.
clap back.
I be on that shit now. My little son be having little temper tantrums and shit, bro. And when he don't get his way, he just start crying and being violently like angry. And if his mom ain't right there, I'ma just sit there and look at you. Like, son, you gotta chill.
You gotta learn how to self-soothe.
Yeah. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? And the difference between...
But you know what's funny?
What?
It's more detrimental because he's a black child.
Mm-hmm.
If he was a white kid, it wouldn't even matter. Let him get
Exactly. Because
in society...
But I need to teach my son right now that everything ain't gonna go your way all the time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or else you gonna be out here running into millions of miles of heartache.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And teaching the kid to self-soothe nowadays is very important because they are so dependent on social media. Mm-hmm. So when they get to that age to where they have that phone in their hand, they need to already be okay with
they need
to
be okay. Exactly.
With not needing attention from the world.
Yep. No fucking gratification, no type of affirmation from no fucking random strangers.
Yeah.
No, you don't need that.
Like I had a sister, but my sister 4 years older than me and she had her own life. I spent a lot of time in that hallway pushing my Hot Wheel cars back and forth down the hallway to myself. Mm-hmm. And you know what? My mom slept for 2 hours straight because I was cool by myself.
Bro.
Kids don't know what that's like no more.
My grandmom had a foster child. You know what I'm saying? She was 8 years older than me. We lived in the same room and shit like that. She was like a big sister to me. Yeah. But she wasn't going out her way to... She was stiff on me. You know what I'm saying?
Got shit to do.
I'm at 8. When I'm 8 and all that, you 16. I'm 4, you 12. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I don't got money for an extra slice of pizza.
It was times where I used to be in the crib by myself. I take the hanger... Open the hanger up and shit. I'm like 8, 7, 9, all that type age. Open the hanger, then I stand on something, put that shit in between the door, close the door, get my socks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ball the sock up, now I got a ball. Yep. Like, I really knew how to, that's why I became so creative, because it was a lot of times I was by myself. You gotta think, my grandma taking me in at 44. Yep. You know what I'm saying? My uncle is 18. Terry in there, she 8. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
My mom threw the lid away to my toy chest one time. Because my dumb ass just went and hid in the toy chest and put the top on it. Mm-hmm. She come in the room. I'm good, but I'm sweating like a motherfucker. It's a little hole in the toy chest. Mm-hmm. I don't know nothing about suffocation. That whole one, that would have been done for, probably. But I just did some, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kid shit.
Running around with my grandma's neck brace on that she had gotten an accident with on my head, like it's a football helmet. Real shit, bro. They'll tell you. My uncle will tell you.
That's funny. Kay, where you at? No, kids is kids, man. But you was eating.
So right,
I was.
yo, my what you call it, Deshaun Kingston though, like, go ahead and get up out of here, bro. Like,
You keep saying that.
I would try if you like.
Do you realize it is 2025?
He ain't going nowhere, bro.
Like, you can't just get out the country as easy as you could in, like, 1970.
Listen, y'all don't understand. Alright, listen to me, right? I
He's
come
saying
up.
he got the plug.
No, I come up around niggas that just don't got the attitude to walk into prison. Y'all gonna catch me when y'all catch me. Like
Gingerbread.
I got niggas right that had warrants in they folks' crib for years, and they was still living there and not getting locked up.
But their name isn't Sean Kingston.
But
Yeah, I get
what
that,
the nigga
but
in the battle
Sean
say?
Kingston got the
He
money,
What
like-
the nigga in the battle say? He said, I got niggas that's been on a run so long, if they would have turned themselves in, they would have did the time already.
Right.
Thanks, bro. I watch my fucking homie, bro. I watch my homie wake up a certain time in the same crib every other night and evade the warrant unit, bro. Like, they really be outside. There's no way you could get, and he ain't find a way to get away.
I seen a nigga on the run for a long time, and he just rode a motorcycle every day.
Like
He wouldn't get a car, he would just get on a bike every day, and then him in a helmet. And it's
bro.
just like,
So for me,
he was still in the city busting moves.
even me, when I got locked up, bro, I was offered a deal. You know what I'm saying? You know, the plea bargain shit. To say I did the shit or whatever and I get a certain time versus if I lose the shit round wild, right? I was looking at like a 2 to 4 with 2 consecutives. So I told him I was going to take the deal, but then I got to change your heart before it was time for me to actually take the deal in front of the judge. I slid out the fucking CJC. I left. Y'all got to catch me. And they did, but that's just my attitude towards being in prison. Like, I'm not about to just walk in there.
There's been a couple times that I've been in cuffs and been like, yo, I should have gave up more of a fucking fight.
Yeah,
Like, these motherfuckers, for this
knowing what you
bullshit.
about to face, that
Yeah.
shit just be.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, like, that whole process of being from the cop car to going to the district to sitting in certain ass places.
200 bunk
like,
beds.
Sitting places, the fingerprint shit. Then you in intake, they got dope fiends and all types of weirdos and shit. Like, that shit
And
is
them
just
niggas
crazy.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Them niggas got 5 jackets. This nigga could make a blanket. You
I
stuck.
swear. So for me, just walking, like, knowing I'm gonna just turn myself out. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's real weird.
But I ain't living like that no more. You know
I was gonna say, this is why we don't break laws.
Man, listen. Never mind.
This is why we don't break laws,
Listen,
friends.
I'm
Let's
a
go to,
reformed black man.
Let's go to Coty.
All right.
You know about this?
What, Tay-Rock winning Coty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
All right, yeah, because I need you to run this one.
What you want me to run?
I want you to...
Why you think he ran Coty?
What, did you pay attention to his run last year?
Last year? You talking about the last year that passed, right?
Yeah, 2024.
Hell yeah. I was supposed to be on a card with Rock last year.
So, what do you think about him getting Coty and break it down to the people? What just
I
happened?
think it's
He just
deserved.
got Coty on J Black. You know, break it
Yeah, I
down.
think it's deserved. Rock got Coty. I think it's deserved. The nigga was not only battling top tiers, he was battling mid tiers. He was jumping in his girl battles, making moments, the body bitch and all that shit.
You know, that's sis. Caution is sis.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, he was doing everything. You know what I mean? Got into some controversial shit with Easy. Like, his name was just involved in everything. He was beefing with Rim and shit like that. And not only to mention, he was battling like me.
He might have had like 16 battles last
He
year.
might have had like a battle for every month or every other month.
No, he might have had like 2 every month.
Yeah, like. So yeah, you should get that shit.
He telling niggas now. All I need. He telling niggas at the Coty interview, yo, just give me 14 days. What y'all want to do?
That's
That's
crazy.
That's how you talking.
Shout the Rock, man. No Entourage. Shout to No Entourage. Y'all got my boy King Black on there. And Chuck 50 from Delaware on that joint. And Luke be on that joint too. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean, get your boy on that joint, man. Smoke some shit for sure.
They asked him about damn, I don't want to switch topics, but it's kind of relevant to the topic. They asked him about Surf and when Surf come home and if they was going to do the gun title shit, right? And he was like, I wouldn't do gun titles right away. I'm going to let Surf have his Coty run. So do you think that means that he spoke to Surf and that's what Surf is on? Or do you think that's wishful thinking from
I think that's wishful thinking, just saying like from a perspective of a nigga being on the streets and a nigga knowing a nigga's in jail. Like, let him come reevaluate his situation before he got to do anything with me, because I'm cool. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting down. You know what I mean? So he going to be able... He need to come back up out here and reclimb the ladder. I mean, not reclimb the ladder because he Zeusser.
But go turn up.
Yeah, to turn up and
put something in the pot.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that was just him being a friend. You know what I'm saying?
But it's exciting to hear though, right?
No,
because
for sure.
we know that there's jazz and there's rock that we know when they say something it's smack that they talk to the source.
Right.
Like this ain't speculation. Homie is coming home on some shit.
Fucking speculation, talk over. But nah, I feel that for sure.
So you agree with Coty for Tay Rock?
Yeah, I mean, who else was they trying to say it was belonging to?
There was a few people. You know what's crazy? I forgot at this point because Coty come out so late. It wasn't even Gotti this year.
I don't think it was Gotti.
Gotti was trying to be on a panel. He didn't even try to get Coty this year. He wanted to be on a panel.
Yeah.
They wanted battle rappers, and this is supposed to be the last Coty that Jay Black do.
Why don't Champion have his own league? They just going.
I think Tay Rock got about 8,500, maybe 9,000.
What 9,000 what?
You know the donations for Champion of the Year.
Oh, okay.
I think he walked out of there. It was like 8,500, but then people had his Cash App and they were sending him shit, and that video was still up, and you know what I mean, all of that type shit. And then Jay Black had to send him $1,000. He gave him like 8,000 in cash, and he had to send him $1,000. Like it was a lot going on.
That's fire.
No, I think it's well deserved.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think Tay Rock has carried this shit, and you can argue that 3 years ago and 5 years ago he could have got Champion of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
If you really do the math.
For sure.
Am I tripping?
To be able to do URL, like to be able to run through the top to the bottom leagues.
Yeah, he
crazy.
did his whole year without URL support.
All over the country.
He went everywhere this year.
It's crazy.
Last year.
It's crazy. Salute to T-Rock, bro. Like,
and he got an action figure now. Niggas got action figures.
That's crazy.
They ain't see that shit?
That's
they
dope.
got the Dracula joint with the red joint.
I gotta see that shit. That's dope.
Go on his page. It's on there.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But shout out to him and shout out to Sis and shout out to Jay Black for doing something to give people the energy to want to work hard every year to achieve something.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much backlash you get, you created something that makes people work harder.
Right.
And that's fire. Because the battle rap community needs spark plugs at certain points. It just is what it is. Because niggas is niggas.
So just to give you guys an update, TCU is losing currently to Texas.
Hell, we lose.
Texas is up, I think it's 51-39, and it's the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Which that's also a crazy score.
Yeah, it is.
That's super low. So either it was a very defensive game, or nobody's making shots.
But it's ugly for TCU right now.
It's not looking good for TCU. There's like 4 minutes left.
All right,
so it's possible.
Congratulations, Tay Rock on the Coty.
Yo, real quick. The battle. C-Cash versus Blitzkrieg.
Talk about it.
So, Blitzkrieg is just like a character. You know what I'm saying? Like, battling him is like battling 1,000 different niggas for real.
Shout out Bliss.
You know what I'm saying? But he came in there and it's crazy because what's his name? Rio. He was introducing the fact that I was a gatekeeper now and shit of that nature. Yeah,
I ain't know that.
Yeah, so it's funny though. Touch Money Nah was there. He was like, "What do that come with? Like, what you get with that?"
Shout out to Nah.
So I want to address it right here. So supposedly you supposed to get better plates. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what you would think.
Without having to, do the, traditional up the ladder thing that you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Right. So I ain't even respond to it, but Bliss was talking shit like, "Oh, so we just introducing people and like," and then Shorty that was there that was hosting, she was like right at Bliss. So long story short, we get into the battle, right? I'm getting my shit off. I bumped Bliss a couple times, right? But not just to be bumping them. I bumped them because this shit was in the context of the bar. You know what I'm saying? It said something about either moving you or you flying or, you know what I mean? Something of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
So you made a situation to touch the nigga.
Right.
All right. Pause.
Yeah, that's pause, but yeah, for sure. So when it was his turn to rap, he said some rebuttal type shit like, "You was up here bumping me and pumping me, something, so I'm going to do what I want to do," right? So he did some shit. I don't know what he did with his body, but he ended up like, my hat was this way. He ended up like swinging or something, and he kind of like grazed me and like knocked my hat off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like hat on the ground?
Yeah, he knocked my hat off.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, like, and it's like.
Did he step on your shoes right afterwards?
No, I ain't stepping on my shoes.
Look at K.
But yeah, he's funny as shit. But it's funny because people reacted to that, and it was like he wasn't even saying shit. It was like, honestly, I don't even think he wrote for me. I think Blitzkrieg is such a veteran that he could just like think of a rap that might not have been nowhere recorded or nothing, and it's just going at somebody, and it's just a mystery of who the guy is, though. You know what I mean?
Aggression.
Yeah, and it's like he made some moments just off of that. But it was a little moment where we was like talking shit and all that. I'm like, "Yo, you wildin', bro. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I bumped you, but I ain't just doing the wild shit where I don't even know what the fuck." You know what I'm saying?
So you mean be careful or we might go there type of energy?
I mean, it was like that a little bit, but we both too professional to like, you know what I'm saying? But it was kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that be my energy anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like when people be doing all of this and I be moving your hand on my face and all that shit. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like we ain't going through that.
I had to try.
But no, it was a good battle though. I think if you gonna like if you like the direct shit, you gonna like my shit. If you just want to hear him rap and just say anything or whatever and twist up his cadences here and there, you might like that. But it was a dope performance or whatever. It was another battle in there.
Whoa.
What?
K.
Yes.
Summarize what he just said.
So basically, what he said was,
You troll. Why you troll so
there
much?
was a
You tried to
battle.
run through it.
Because you a troll.
You tried to fast forward.
He had a battle,
Yep.
and he gave his round. Throughout his round, he bumped him a couple of times, and then the guy tried to do a clever little bump back rebuttal, but he knocked his hat off, which is disrespectful, and you don't do that. So then things got a little tense, but nothing actually happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And Cash won the battle.
Yeah.
You saying I didn't? You think I didn't?
I think you just delivered it as debatable.
I mean, I delivered it as.
You just delivered it as debatable.
No, he said
With the
if
crowd.
you like whack rhymes, then you might like the other guy.
I mean,
That's
I ain't
literally what he
necessarily
was
say
saying.
that, but for what the crowd was doing, like, it's like, I don't know, some shit just be having gas on it, like, you know what I mean? But
the gas, the
Yeah.
kerosene.
They gassed
I know.
him.
he was, I don't know,
I
like,
all about it.
Shout out to Rome in the chat.
he wasn't saying no, like, he just wasn't saying nothing about me. He wasn't saying no super duper corny shit either, but he was, like, just rapping, and that be bothering me with dudes when you just be off topic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, you can take the energy where you want to take it, but in my opinion, it's just like, and it's crazy. I put him to the side at the bed, like, "Yo, you ain't write that shit for me." He like, "Hell no."
Oh,
so he admitted it.
So now he removes
Now you
the
feel some type of
Yeah,
way.
so I feel like you ain't even really prepared for me. You know what I'm saying? You just was you a rapper.
What I told Noah earlier. It's something about somebody that was prepared for you. That's a compliment. Yeah. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Are you
I mean, that was just my sum up of how the battle was. So I threw. Oh, it was a piece of paper.
Are you
it was
good?
the top of the
You
paper.
good?
OCD boy, damn, chill.
No, I just
He only does it to you though. That's what's funny. Like every
Yeah.
joke, he has to respond when you
Right.
make it.
It's the fire. I know.
Anytime that you look a certain way, he has to react to it. Anytime you're about to knock a table over, he has to
knock
say
the
something.
table over.
Yo, he knocked the table over. Let's be clear.
Knock the table over. This room, we lucky this room don't still smell like red wine.
Man, listen. Anyway,
Red wine.
I got a Verbal Warzone plate on April 19th, and I got another plate out Harlem Bar Bullies May 24th. Pep. And it's on beat. Shout
You know what's
the
crazy? I'm getting honored at an event on May 24th, and I'm gonna probably be at work. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And my birthday is the 26th.
And the podcast link. I meant to say something when we was on here last time. I'm performing on May 4th for the podcast link show that's gonna be in Philly at King's Cafe. Y'all gotta slide out to that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be dope. I ain't saying y'all per se because I know y'all be doing shit, but the city.
You know if I cannot be there.
Nah, for sure.
You know I fuck with them.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I fuck with them. Salute to them. Keep doing your thing, man. It's a vibe.
All right, that's enough about Cash.
Yeah.
I just had to slide
I'm
some
over
shit in
it.
there.
No, I'm over it. I'm over it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that
you
was
over it.
enough.
I'm over it.
That's enough from Cash.
Yeah, he boys me.
Nah, I bore you. You always got downplay me. That's crazy.
I mean, you good?
Nah.
To be
fuck
fair,
outta
I
here.
started that one, but anyway.
It's cool.
You see how I get
He
bugged?
won a battle. That's what it is. You like, man, this nigga be talking shit. I know I could get him.
You want me to argue?
All right, where are you trying to go next,
Need a
Sam?
check.
Because I don't care about
lucrative.
any of these topics.
Yella Beezy
Who is that?
I don't know.
got all these diamonds on me.
I
Oh,
know who he is.
okay.
That's on me, baby.
All right, so Yella Beezy, what did he do this week?
Yella Beezy was arrested.
That was this week? I thought that was before this week.
Nah, that was this week. He was arrested for allegedly paying the hitman that ran down on Mo 3. And a lot came out since then. They broke down the story of who Mo 3 hit from his folks and who got hit back and all of that. And the fact that Mo 3 supposedly or allegedly had something to do with that time that he was on the highway and his truck got flipped. And I remember him
They showed
doing
a clip of him talking shit about it.
I remember him doing an interview, and he was sitting in the interview, and they was like, "So what happened? And you didn't have your shit on you? Like I know out there, everybody got their fire on." He's like, "My shit was in the seat, but once the truck starts spinning, I'm reaching in the seat. I can't find my fire. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them type of joints. Like he reaching for the joint, but it ain't where it was at. You know what I mean? It's somewhere on the floor or something." And I remember looking at that situation like, at this point. And being the kind of record you got out and like the momentum of where you are, like I know that them niggas could get rich at home and we never knew about it. But where he was at, it was like, damn, this the wrong time, cause this sound like something that you can't speak on. But you know, like it's real.
Yeah.
When I'm home, everybody at home know about it. And what we're seeing is that they're trying to say that he withdrew $40,000 from his account.
Yeah, I heard that.
And that was, and
For the
but
boy.
I also saw situations where they said this is the reason he's going to beat it, and I'm just like, that's premature. But what do you think about this whole Yella Beezy Mo 3? We saw Mo 3 on the highway get ran down on, try to go to his passenger side, get something, still get. That was a bad drunk.
It was, but when you play the game and you do shit like that to people, you can't be exempt.
That's the weird part. All the stories that come out after the fact, right? We didn't know that.
I did, for sure.
That's why I said we. I mean, me and you.
It's crazy.
Do you think now? Did you see when his grandma went to court for him?
Who, Mo 3 grandma? Oh,
Yella Beezy. He had a $2 million bill, and his grandma went to the arraignment or whatever have you, and they were asking her questions that pertain to his financial status. And they like, well, he has houses and stuff, right? And she's like, I don't get in his personal business. They're like, well, he's taking care of all these people. And she's like, I don't really go that deep in the thing.
Right.
And then
Into the thing.
they're like, yeah, well, he had this, that, and third. She said, no, he had a lot, but like, it's not, everything isn't the same. And they lowered his bail to like $730 or $750 from $2 million. Because grandma went in there,
For real?
partially based on grandma's testimony.
That's
that,
instant.
like, I don't mind his business, but y'all are overshooting it. And it was like, well, isn't there a difference between not having and willing to pay? She said, I'm sure he doesn't want to be in there, so if he had it, he would have got out.
Right.
And they reduced it to like $750 or $730.
730,000
Yeah.
from 2 million.
Yeah, which, you know, you get a bail bondsman, 10%, all of that.
Oh, you could get a bail bondsman 10% and 7 or
Usually.
so that's
because
what,
if you're not in the
7,000?
Commonwealth, right, then you have bail bondsmen everywhere.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That's kind of how it goes. So what do you think about
I
grandma?
never knew nothing about bail bondsmen because we in the Commonwealth.
What do you think about grandma?
That's honorable.
But what do you think about the fact that they was asking her that shit? Like, they're asking her about who all he takes care of. Like, he calls me and tells me my bills is paid and asks me if I want anything. You want me to tell you how much
who else he paid for shit for? Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Like, why y'all asking his grandma? You know,
Did
I'm
y'all
big.
think she was gonna tell y'all? Oh yeah, he
You know, I'm
everybody.
Big on, you know, I'm big on grandmas, right?
Yeah.
Like, why even ask her that?
Yeah.
They go hard, bro.
Yeah, they do. Them feds, they don't play.
They
You
go
see,
hard,
you know what they did
bro.
to what they did to Rayful Edmond? They used his mother to get him locked up.
Yeah, that's why he told
They
me.
used his mom to talk to his mule bitch on the phone.
No, they said she answered
and
the phone
talk
call,
about, and she just was on having regular conversations about how he got in the game.
but it wasn't even. It was before that they had her because she like one of them things where it's like, yo, Troy coming by, let him in, and she let him in. Now she's an accomplice. He dropped off a book bag and walked out the house. But my mom let him in.
No, yeah, they had her on the case too. Like they could lock her up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's what happened.
That's why he told him everybody else.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I know.
And I think his grandma was caught up in that shit too.
I want to know how he got killed. Like, who killed him?
I got DC ties.
For real?
Yeah, so we ain't getting into that.
Yeah. But they ain't really like released no motive or they said that they found nobody on that shit either.
But the illest
he got out, he did that little Instagram video, then next thing you know they say he got killed.
But when Alpo said I got some DC niggas, I ain't telling no
So he was
niggas
talking
in
about
Harlem,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like when I say I know niggas from Harlem and I know niggas from it gets weird.
Yeah. So you think Poe told on put the feds on Rayful?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that when it comes down to that thing, a lot of it is based on how you feel about that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll think like, well, it ain't telling because it ain't my people's. You know how people try to say,
Mm-hmm.
well, we did it together and you told on us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, but yeah. So you know, it go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we back, baby.
All right.
But you think Yella Beezy gonna come home? You think he gonna beat that shit, or you think he gonna?
I need to watch the videos that's saying that this is why he's gonna beat it to understand what's going on, but I haven't had time to. But I think that this lines up with what's been going on for the last 2, 3, 4 years when it comes to rappers with a lot of entourage.
I think, you know, the crazy thing is, I'm gonna just say this as an overview of the whole industry, people getting locked up shit. It's too much shit. It's crab in the barrel shit going on. Like, but at the same time, you can't be mad at people because you gotta understand some of these southern areas, people come like they be beefing in their hood and shit, and niggas be taking losses. And it's like, you killed my folks. It's like, you ain't never gonna just be like, all right, you killed my folks, I'm just gonna leave you alone.
We know that in Philly, they keep score.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, even if you was a nigga that wanted to be like, you know what, I'm gonna let it go. you still gonna have it back in your mind. He might try to drop me. Why? Because both of y'all powerful and y'all making music and shit like that, right? Same way they box each other out with the BDs and the GDs and shit, right?
Right. Now, my rebuttal. Y'all are doing mafia shit without mafia retention. Y'all don't take the fucking time,
proper precautions
to do the kind of shit y'all are doing. Motherfuckers have been getting paid to do dirt for years. They are literally looking at your niggas' phones and saying, "Oh, you paid him." Where did that come from? I done gave somebody $200,000 5 years ago just in case I needed him to drop off $20,000 to somebody. You never see a cash app.
Yeah,
these niggas is crazy. Like, that's what's going on.
So they ain't doing,
and that's the
they
part
just doing
that's
the dumb
weird,
shit. They
bro.
doing it wrong.
Niggas is just running plays through the shit. You know how we be like, yo, Instagram stands for this and Facebook stands for FBI.
Right.
Niggas is running it through their platforms.
Right.
It's too easy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nasty, bro. It's nasty when you could hear a nigga talking about his bodies on No Jumper.
And the Dirk shit, what was disappointing? When a nigga said, yo, don't use none of my credit cards or nothing. And then the nigga used the business credit card to book everything.
Yeah.
He was already telling.
It's crazy, yeah.
He made sure that shit was on wax.
Sad.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's
Right.
crazy. So let's do it, Kay.
Where are you going next?
Either one.
Go ahead.
Have you heard YG's new song?
No, last thing I seen with YG was he was in the kitchen with Black Sam making burgers for the Marathon Burger.
Awesome.
That's how I got that bar.
Salute to Black Sam. Salute to
Can't
YG.
take the heat the fuck out the kitchen. My whole hood cooking beef like the Marathon Burger. You know what I'm saying? You ain't here to build up, but I just
I'm fucking with
said the line. You always try, like, I mean, you want to battle, you want to go wax this or something, like.
Hold
So,
up. Real quick.
what did you want to say about his song?
I got you. Hold up, real quick.
You can't play it.
Copyright.
No,
Yeah.
I only got to play the first line.
He playing ads right now.
But what happens is, and it's a little build up to it, but I'll see if I can catch it.
Oh.
Alright, that's enough.
Oh yeah, I did hear that he said some shit about some SA on his record.
And the song is fire. The beat slap, the hook hard, and he break down a lot of shit. But that's crazy. But part of why the song is getting so much attention is because, and I'm one of them too. I started off really young with grown women and women my
That's
age.
why he wanted to talk about this.
No, it's not.
He do like to get in the kinky shit, but
No,
go ahead.
no, that's not even. That's not even what it was. It was like, you know, if I'm being honest, how often do I say that I really don't get into deep shit because I don't want to deal with it, right?
Right.
It's certain shit that, like, you don't expect to hear from YG, right? So these conversations have to be had, and this is one of those things where it's like serendipity. Like, who better than a real gang-banging nigga from the West Coast that is never supposed to seem vulnerable having a conversation in the real way?
Right, but at the same time, when you say that line, it doesn't mean you were penetrated either.
No, he said he was manipulated, is what he's saying. She was 30-something. He used to fuck with her niece.
Mm-hmm.
And she picked him up from school, took him home, did the thing, and he kept doing it. He's talking about manipulation. He's talking about how...
Yeah, that's just like me saying a smoker raped my pet.
But hold up. He also says, like, that changed his outlook. So some of the things that he's done, why do y'all think I did it? Because this is how I feel about this shit. I compartmentalize this thing in a certain way, so I acted crazy, and I've had mistakes that I'm trying to grow from based on that. He's being completely honest.
Well, and
right, but not saying he did no SA shit though. Right?
No. For the record,
No, he's saying that she said I was raped by a woman.
Great.
Right. Yeah, cool.
Twice my age.
Yeah.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, you can't keep airing that.
Yeah, but that was his girlfriend's aunt. Go ahead, Kay.
I was just
Right.
gonna say, for the record,
It's
like
an age thing.
grape does happen to men as well. Like if you don't consent, that is still grape.
Yeah.
And I feel like that needs to be said because sometimes people get that confused.
And that can be based on
But you only
age.
cannot consent for so long as
That
a
can be
man.
based on age or force, and that's the part that gets confused.
You only can consent for so long as a man, bro. Like,
Only can
it's different from
consent
being
for so long.
penetrated. No, I said you only can
Not consent.
not consent for so long. Like, if somebody's
That's
doing,
not true.
I don't think that's true.
I mean,
You can still be taken advantage of and like not really know.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Or know that this person, or this person knows that you're at an age where you're on some shit and they're manipulating.
Yeah, they can groom you. Like, there's plenty of things
Grooming
that can
is-
happen.
yeah, when they can mentally coerce you into it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
So if
they can't just take it from you.
Yeah, but if it's an
As a
older
man.
woman and they're
house,
like
car, sexy,
coming
pick
on
you
to
up
you,
from school.
yeah, like
I'm
that is
saying as a-
that is coercement.
I get
on
that.
the flip side, that's
But what
the
I'm
same
saying,
thing
as
he's
a
mad
man-
about with the women.
As a man, if a man grape a woman, she doesn't have to be nowhere into it mentally. You know what I'm saying? As a man, for a woman to grape you, you have to your mind have to go somewhere.
Science has
Right.
proven that a man can be against the act and still get aroused.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's why I'm
Yeah.
speaking like this.
No,
You
that's
can
the
be in
thing.
like heavy states of distress and
Here's the
still
thing.
get
No.
like physically aroused.
Trauma reactions are different for everybody, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just relaying it to myself.
But I'm just saying, just to clarify
Yeah, I
why
get it.
it's like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Everybody reacts to trauma different.
Everybody different. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I might,
Somebody might do it because they nervous.
or my body might take over, but my mind is, and my mouth is saying no.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to that shit.
Yeah, I get it.
So
I mean, it go the same way with women too. Like, you might be kissing on a girl, feeling on her, and then you try to, and you halfway in, and then it's.
But guess what?
Oh no!
If a woman says something happened to her and you ask her, did you yell?
Right.
Did you ask for help?
Right.
That's not appropriate.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's not. It should be the same thing with guys.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I get it.
It's not appropriate.
And especially in a circumstance where it's a 38-year-old woman and you're under the age of 18, like there's nothing about that that's
No, but
appropriate. Or is it the child's responsibility to say no in that case?
When I was 15, my girl was a sophomore at Temple. My girl. In my head. And, she probably kept it decent. But, yeah, that's crazy.
no, but back to the song. I think that's dope that he came out and said some vulnerable shit. As long as it
I
don't
think
go against what he
YG
stand for.
I think YG always pushes the limits.
Yeah.
I think YG is good with, he go with how he feel.
Yeah, that nigga could pull off a denim jean set with
Hard
denim
bottoms.
shorts and hard bottom with high top tube socks. Like,
And
How the
fuck Donald Trump is still one of the biggest records
Yeah.
of our generation.
facts.
Just of hip-hop in general.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still performing it.
Yep.
And it's more relevant now than ever.
Mm.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
he a nigga that just ride a little different to where it's like, I don't care how y'all feel. I'm
Nah.
gonna get this shit off.
Yeah, facts.
And I
I'm
think
all
that's
for
what
that.
he. And I think this was one of them songs where it had such a West Coast vibe and a bop to
I
it.
gotta go listen to it.
That the opening line being that strong
Mm-hmm.
takes away from that. This song is one of them joints Nate Dogg would have been on, or
Mm-hmm.
like it would have been one of them joints.
One of them,
if
like,
them
culture
niggas was,
joints.
yeah,
Yeah, I
bro.
get
But he finds a way to balance it out with trying to tell this story, because it's the third verse when he even breaks down some of the effect or how he kicked it with the homies about it.
Right.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure. I gotta listen to it.
Because there's misconception and all of that. When I was 15, I'm like, yeah, man, she 20. Like,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I'm 40, when I'm 40 plus, it's like,
Oh,
what the fuck, bitch?
what was you doing?
Hey, she was 4.0. Like,
You think about how you would feel if somebody did that to your child or like your
it's
nephew?
get weird.
Yeah.
And I got all nieces and
Right.
goddaughters.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It get weird. I got my nephew with you though. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? We about to work on his jab step.
Right.
No, we good. Stephen A.
You don't got a nephew.
I don't know
with
why
me.
we gotta
You got a
talk about
nephew
this.
through me. That sounded kind of crazy.
So you let me know.
Well, recently it came out that through all the bullshit that Stephen A. and LeBron have been going through, Stephen A. thought that it was important to tell people that if LeBron would have got physical with him, that he would have got physical back, noting that he would have got his ass whooped because of the obvious physical disparity.
Wait. I need to stop you right there. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what this topic
obvious
is.
physical disparity is crazy.
Hold on, because you got to back it up even further than that, Cash.
Right.
So the
Wait,
whole topic...
No, I don't, but...
The whole topic is that Stephen A., who went through this whole LeBron sideline debacle, what, a month ago at this point? 3 weeks ago at least?
Mm-hmm.
Feels the need to carry on the drama and the narrative for so long that now he's playing if-then scenarios. Where if he would have gotten physical, well then I would have gotten physical, and then obviously I would have gotten my ass beat just to have a narrative? Like, why are we still talking about this?
Because
I don't get it.
Because I've never seen you get this spicy any other time during the show, so I gotta give you something.
I just don't get it. Like, why are we still talking about Stephen A. and LeBron?
Because shit to say.
Well, it's an ongoing thing, and it really puts, like, we're a media space, and we understand sports media, and we understand the missteps and the misconceptions or whatever the confusion is between these two gentlemen. Mm-hmm. But what's weird about it is that, one, we know that Stephen A., that money comes with being controlled. So what LeBron said when he went to Pat McAfee, he said this all started with him saying he don't want to talk about this.
No, here, what's weird about it is sports media is no longer covering the substance of actual sports and is diverting itself to Stephen A. Smith drama and talking about the fights that happen on NBA. Like, this is what sports media has come to. And I'm sorry, in a year where you have such amazing talent that you see in OKC, in Cleveland, just
Detroit,
because they're
Houston.
outside market teams, we're just going to act like basketball ain't popping? And that we have nothing else to talk about besides Stephen A. Smith and his drama with LeBron that's all the way off the court? Like, this makes no sense.
I agree with that take. I like that take a lot. Because I think that a lot of the reason that this is dragging out is because the incident happened the same day that they announced his new contract. Mm-hmm. So with announcing, we paying this nigga all these money, he gotta bring some numbers in the first 2 months. All these monies.
You the bitch.
He gotta bring some numbers in the first couple months that reflect that.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what drags it out. Do you think that that's fair to say, or am I tripping?
I think it's fair to say, but we have to remember, and when I say we, I mean Stephen A. Stephen A. needs to remember that he got to this position by being a damn good sports journalist. Mm-hmm. Yes, by being spicy, but being a damn good sports journalist and talking about the things that people want to hear. Not by clout chasing LeBron James. So if he wants to prove that he deserves this type of contract, if he wants to stand out against the whitewash of nonsense that is ESPN media most of the time, like, he needs to embrace who he is. And when I say that, I don't mean doing this petty off-court talk. Like, be a good sports journalist. Mm-hmm. Talk about the things that we want to hear you talk about. Talk about the players who are making waves in the league. Mm-hmm. Not off-the-court drama.
I saw a great, and I believe it was on Gil's Arena, but I'm not sure if I'm right, but a great analogy, right? And they said when we go to the safari, we go to the safari to see the lions, the elephants, the rhinos, the giraffes. And a lot of the times those big creatures have a bird on them. Right. And the bird serves a purpose. It cleans the wounds. It does whatever it does, you know, to the larger animal. Mm-hmm. But it accentuates and makes the larger animal able to be there. Right. Mm-hmm. And they said that's how you compare the media to the athlete such as LeBron, right? Mm. Like, that bird serves a purpose, but you actually don't have any purpose without that animal in this setting. Right. I didn't come to see a bird. Right. Mm-hmm. Now, this bird can be the most talented, the biggest, whatever. It can take care of everything, but I only see you as an accentuation to the animal. Mm. Right. Now, that was argued, and what was said was, if LeBron is a fucking rhino in his market, Stephen A is a rhino in his market also.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's a fact. Damn, it's thunder.
But
Oh yeah, it's crazy out there.
the market is still based on the rhino.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it gets confusing when somebody gets $100 million.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because now you're getting paid like an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it gets confusing when you can't acknowledge that a lot of the things that you're doing are because you're in competition with Pat McAfee in a negotiation year.
Mm.
Now tell me when I'm tripping.
No, that's basically what I was hinting at. Yeah. Like you, when I said the whitewashed nonsense that is ESPN right now, that's
Pat
exactly
McAfee
what
is
I meant.
cussing on ESPN.
Right.
And not, but like he's not giving the substance.
And now we get away from substance because we need more YouTube clips.
Right.
That's crazy for network, yo.
And that's why I'm mad that this is a topic on our show. Because we like to stick to the substance.
Yo.
We like to talk about how great the Cavs
trying
are
to cook
doing.
me?
And how
Yeah.
amazing OKC
trying to
is
cook
this
me?
year.
Am I well done?
Yes.
Yo.
You are a hockey puck of a steak.
That's how she feel, bro. Let her get her
You
shit
know what?
on.
And on that note, fuck. Second note.
That's funny though.
No, anything y'all want to get off before we get out of here? It was a great show. Appreciate y'all, man. Had a great time, man.
No, for sure. Me and Sammy battling tomorrow.
Live.
Live, right here.
Live. All freestyle.
UConn
he gonna
versus
cheat.
I'm
USC
writing.
He gonna cheat.
just
Yeah.
started.
I'm writing it tonight.
Perfect timing.
And I'm gonna still get it off clean.
Whoa.
No Diddy. You just said anything y'all want to get off, so don't do that.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, anything you want to say, yo?
No, let's get out of here. Let's go watch my game.
All right, we off of this, man. We into the tournament. Shout out to y'all, man. Fly shit only, please, and thank you. It is what it is, man. I am him. It is what it is. This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Mr. Fly shit only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Thanks, Sammy.
Fucking yuppie transplant. Move the fuck out. Get out of our fucking city. You ain't even fucking born here. Tired of you motherfuckers.